Record on your iPhone.
They go over there. He yanked that record out. I'm telling you, it's Huda, Stock, and Joe.
They plotting against me. They got a plan.
They try to keep me here for.
We want to hang out with you, man. You want to hang out with us?
Yeah, man, I'm here. I would have been left.
Sundays is for us to sit around in the
Nigga, I wish you would leave.
I felt like we only had about 7 more minutes.
Oh, you was out there?
We had about 7 more minutes.
Yeah. This is true.
See?
Nah, you won't go nowhere.
This is true.
Can't get right with a fought you. You know he the one who like to fight.
Can't get right. Just did that. He just blanked out mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, over that
Some-
big goddamn.
Did what he never does.
I don't do that.
What was your thought process?
You
Please
just did just right now. What was you?
Y'all was fussing that time.
But tell us what
But what was you thinking about?
Yeah, let us know because that looked weird or concerning.
I was just pulling up something that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, gotcha. How many topics you got? 3?
I might even have 4.
Oh, that's all right. We definitely got topics this week.
Loaded.
It ain't like last week. We got topics, nigga. I got topics. Who that is? Who y'all made that?
Todd.
Y'all remember that episode? Niggas, I got topics. That nigga had a topic.
I don't even know if we talked about it either.
Right.
It was
Right.
that topic was like 3 minutes, whatever the fuck it was, and everybody said they part on it. So it wasn't done.
Y'all ain't gonna say that. Shit, G. You ain't say that.
Y'all niggas be trying to sabotage niggas on purpose though. Niggas that have
Yeah.
a good topic, you gonna give 2 sentences because they ain't what you want to talk about as a topic.
Not necessarily true.
It can be though. Not
It
saying
really does sometimes.
See, thank you, Todd.
But why so then how do we manage to talk about topics?
Because, like I said, you can talk about anything you want to. You
Who?
can anybody. Us, I'll say we can talk about.
So that's what I'm saying. So
any
how
topic
does you choose to sabotage a topic?
by choice? Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of topics that come up that we don't want to talk about.
Yeah,
that we
like if
still
it's
talk
swung
about.
to you and it's your turn to elaborate on said topic.
Both
then you
teams
be like,
played hard.
Yeah, and then
I'm
that's it.
done.
And it be done, right?
Nigga, tell me about this play in the fourth quarter.
Just here so I won't get fined. Y'all nigga trash.
Tell me about the play, dude.
I mean, but that's just natural to not. It's just certain shit you don't care to talk about. Or you don't care to talk about as long as others might care to talk about it.
Okay, I'm glad this came up. Because just recently, this week, I had to talk to myself. Like, do I really be wanting to talk about shit? Or should I talk about it? Or should I just be like, fuck it, and I don't want to talk about that?
Yeah. But I think 90% of the stuff we talk about, we probably wouldn't talk about if we
Wasn't
doing this.
So you
I
found...
disagree.
I doubt it.
I disagree with the
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
You feel like
What's your
you're obligated.
percentage?
You feel like you're obligated to talk about something.
Well, okay, fine. Let me correct that number. There's a big bulk of stuff that we talk about that we probably wouldn't have talked about if it wasn't for what we doing.
Because most of the podcasts we don't talk about during our week in the group.
or if we do, we don't talk about it that way. We probably cracking jokes and shit about some serious shit. It just be done differently.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Y'all putting
You
on
tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm Joe.
I'm Todd.
A motherfucking hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 107. Yes, 107. We're recording on November the 15th. It's Sunday. We had some technical difficulties, but the dummies don't pin down, man. We back and we back and we back, and we gonna keep grinding. We gonna pod through it. So y'all won't know about it. But as always, man, shouts out to people on the front line, man. Corona numbers are stupid. Them,
Skyrocket.
Corona doing numbers, okay?
Get ready to go home.
Yeah, it's going crazy, man.
Corona doing a big thing.
Be safe, man. That's the best that we can say. But
Corona platinum.
it's Corona here, man. It's alive and well. So shouts out to the nurses, doctors on the front lines, man. I know some of y'all so overwhelmed and overworked, but for some of the nurses that I've talked to, they said this is the job that they signed up for and they ready to, help save people's lives and stuff. So as always, just be safe, practice social distancing, wear a mask. We appreciate y'all, everything that y'all do, and we here. Give y'all another episode. Where we at with it, Hoop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we here, man. We here. Like I said, Corona going diamond this week. Shit going crazy and crazier each day. Just considering what I'm gonna do, if I'm going to revert and go back into a hole, or if I just go out and still just be safe at this point. Like
I nigga that boy. I be like,
I don't be no.
I ain't man. Fuck that shit. I'm going inside. The next day he out there. Nah, I had to go because of such and such.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a job opportunity, I'll go do it. But even sometimes niggas just be want to have fun, and I go do it that way too. I just try to keep it the same way and be safe. I don't know if I can go back to just being on lockdown 100%, but it's tough, and I probably should. If it was required, yeah, I don't want to. Then I'll say it like that. I don't want to. But this week was cool, man. The girl took me to on Veterans Day when we got a massage at Ross Bridge. Shit was amazing, man. Shit was nigga need to
Dope.
self-care themselves some more.
Which kind you got?
I
Dope.
don't know, just that bit, the one that felt good. I don't know.
Yeah,
Shit,
the
she like if you
Swedish
don't like it, she
meatballs
just
or
like if
something.
you. No, she just like if you don't. We got a couples massage and we so side by side. It was cool. She was like, "Don't moan," but in my head I was moaning. You know,
What the
that
fuck?
shit feel good. You know?
Well,
You
got
had a
bad
guy or a
back.
girl.
We
Fred
both had
Sanford.
girls. We both had girls. You know what I'm saying? But imagine if a nigga over there rubbing your
After
girl.
last week,
Think about it like this.
touch his ankles and shit.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. A nigga over there massaging your girl and she moaning. What you do?
Oh yeah.
Moan
Hey,
when you
look,
got a massage.
you got a little eye.
What the fuck is going on? Nigga, I can't even enjoy
how
my
you
shit.
little-
You know what I'm saying?
Open that little eye.
But
But
then-
what the fuck y'all doing
But
over there?
then if the girl make a moan, I'm cool. I'm just saying. That's just me. What the
That's some
girl-
wild shit.
Hey man,
Boy,
the
you
girl-
wild.
but man, that's about it, man. Really, that me and my dog did a photo shoot last night. Can't get her hand stock got mad at us about it. I don't get why.
I saw y'all a little photo shoot.
Yeah.
But
I can't say.
I need to know what's your
never
gripe.
mind.
What's your gripe? Say what you said.
Yeah.
What's your gripe?
I just thought it was peculiar
Why? I want you to explain. Let's talk about it.
that y'all just decided to have y'all own personal photo shoot.
After that man just told you he ordered in the group. He did just tell y'all he
Well,
ordered.
his thing is, I get it. He was like, why not do it as a group? And which is still gonna happen. But also, why not do it individually as well?
See? Why not?
You never asked me to do a photo
Because you
shoot.
hadn't got.
That nigga
I'll
gonna
let
do a
Todd
photo
do it.
shoot and hate every
Todd,
picture in that.
give me
bitch.
Yeah.
Todd fully knows. Give me the spiel of why it was your turn.
I had my merchandise.
Convenient.
Don't matter.
I had my
Don't
merchandise.
have your merchandise. Don't blame
Hey
me.
man, that was a time to fuck with you, and I took it.
Nah, you was serious. I heard the
And on that
seriousness.
I
note,
was serious.
go to thedummiespodcast.com
And
and
get your merch.
purchase your merch.
We have some new items.
Yeah, purchase merch. We got masks.
got masks and
Yeah,
shit.
if you want to get the mask, everybody need masks, so go over there and buy y'all something.
But how was your week? How was your week, Todd? My shit was cool overall. It was cool.
Yeah, man. It was cool overall. Last week, of course, I missed due to another death. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys held it down. I think that's 6 this year. Funerals.
Tough, man.
6. And this ain't like extended family. You know what I'm saying? So 2020 took a lot of people that's near and dear to me away from this whole. So love on your loved ones and, you know, just kind of be present.
You think this year makes you tougher or question things more?
You know, when it first happened, you know how I was. I was more so angry than anything. You know what I'm saying? Seeking understanding is overall the main thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at stuff that's going on around us, just like in the world, and you know, people that are like horrible people, just to the core, but they get everything. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of look at it from a standpoint where this person did everything right by the book once doing X, Y, Z, but this happened.
Do you
know what I'm saying?
think? Do you consider them a winner because of that?
Who?
So to say in life, because you said these people who are horrible to the core, but they have everything in life. Do you consider that winning?
No, I don't. I just, like I said, it's more so about understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why these people get everything. They take and take and take when these people don't deserve what the hand that they were dealt. Like, these people aren't being killed. Like, it's just a sick. They're just sick and they've been taken away from you. You see what I'm saying? So you look at it from that standpoint and be like, that's fucked up, for lack of better words, what's happening here when you got this person here that's a fucked up person, and you feel like that person deserves what this person is going through. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But not on no heavy shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of getting away from it. Rest in peace to my aunt Samara Todd. The week I took Wednesday as a mental health date. You know what I'm saying? Just to be around my people and just
That's
be
an
in the moment
important
with
day,
them.
a mental
You know what I'm
health day.
saying? Even though it was a holiday, we could have worked. I elected not to because I was like, fuck the money. You know what I'm saying? I made Stock spend all his money too.
Good job.
Yeah, definitely. Good
It's
job.
always fun when you bamboozle
Oh,
a friend.
man.
But 6'9" so crazy. I ain't had no money this week. How that nigga know what kind of lies I done told at home, goddamn?
I don't know how.
I won a free raffle.
Oh man, I ain't had no money all week. You gotta get the groceries this week. Like, hey, nigga, don't. I'm broke.
Dummy.
Well, yeah.
Why they always hit you with that though? Like you can be like, I'm broke, but you go buy yourself one thing. You been lying to me all this time. Damn.
But I'm pretty sure in the Smith household, boxes arrive at that bitch.
Hell yeah.
Amazon deal.
So you really can't.
Jessica gets 662 boxes a day.
So
Nigga,
therefore, it's
a day.
It's cool for him to get 1 or 2 boxes. You know what I'm saying? So,
Even if he said he broke.
Even if he said he broke.
I'm telling you, every day, ding dong. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's just my
Nigga, me and the Amazon man.
It's crazy how everything Logan box, but everything don't be Logan box. Oh, that's Logan Legos.
You got them for yourself.
Nigga can run down the sale with some new kicks on. Logan Legos.
Yeah. So aside from that, man, it was a pretty good week. You know, beyond that weekend. But Joe, what about yours?
Bro, you a hard follow. God damn.
Gets in the middle, nigga.
Hell nah. Fuck Todd. Sorry for your week and everything. But the nigga did send me on a dummy mission Saturday.
Should he get in and get
to
him?
go get the J's. So fuck Todd for that. Because it was raffle only. They sitting up there looking at me like I'm stupid. I'm like, fuck is wrong with y'all? But besides that, it was a cool week though. Ain't really shit happened for real. I burned a tree yesterday. That was cool. And then I had like the chainsaw.
Nigga, pyromaniac. Burnt the tree. The fuck?
I got a question about that.
Shit.
What did you put it? Because from the storm about a week or two ago, like 2 of my trees are about to fall. So I know I need to do something with them.
I got the I was at my mother-in-law's house. I got the fire pit. So I just cut down the tree with the chainsaw and then slice that bitch up.
So I need a fire
And I be
a
seeing people in the
chainsaw.
neighborhood like they cut them down and then they put them on the thing and the man with the little claw come and grab that.
Well,
bitch.
mine's is one of the big ones.
You got the chainsaw down. Look at that
Chainsaw and a rope. I'll come over there.
Man, my whole fence gonna be.
He don't
done.
need
we
the
can do
rope.
that. Come on,
bitch probably going.
come on, we can do it.
Yeah.
I'll go get a chainsaw.
Nigga got baby trees. You got little trees. Too.
Nah, them some of them old tall, man. Like they're real. They didn't grow. They
Nigga
thin.
said that bitch a group from a month ago.
They thin, but they tall. Like they big enough to.
I think a tree about the size of that plant over there.
I guarantee you won't get back there with a chainsaw.
You can pull that hole down if your back ain't hurt.
That's how they
pull them hoes down.
That little baby had wind we had.
Boy, we have strong wind. I think every roof in the neighborhood fucked up.
Damn, fool.
That nigga said, man, big tree. That little tree
Damn,
like that,
that
bitch.
little third store.
Big tree roof.
Man, how's your shit?
Cool little week, man. Cool, hectic. It was a weird kind of week to me. But Wednesday had the off day, so that was dope. I was able to just chill out, relax, you know what I'm saying? And that's really shit. I think that's really all that was to my week. I ain't really got nothing special or nothing that happened other than that.
Did we elect the president this week or last week?
Who
I
knows,
think-
man?
I
That shit
just
like
saw
a
some-
blur.
Last week, I just saw
Last
something this
weekend.
morning when I woke up. Trump conceded and took it back.
That man,
nigga
that was.
conceded and took it back, fool. So I guess as of right now, we still don't have
That
one.
nigga the truth.
For real. Goddamn. That nigga-
What y'all let on your PS5 search?
I ain't
I
looking.
ain't been searching.
I ain't
I
searching either.
refuse to right now.
You been searching?
It's impossible.
I've never been the one, even when I was a gamer, I don't necessarily have to have it
Immediately.
right,
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 yeah.
because everybody trying to go get it.
Right.
Just give it a little more time and catch the restock. Then you gotta also let the little bullshit that be
Yeah,
wrong
dude,
with the
right.
motherfucker
Get the
go out
update.
I was
first.
just
Bitch
thinking
catch
about
on
that, too.
fire and shit.
Right.
Yeah, let that go first.
I don't think that's too much of an issue now. That first wave of shit. But I'm glad you said that because I was gonna bring it up anyway. I'm just tired of these niggas that was never gonna get the system talking about it on social media.
Well, like saying like how niggas waiting and
Yeah.
searching.
I ain't get it. Nigga, if that shit was available right now, you could go to Walmart right now, you ain't gonna get it. So
Oh, okay.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just hate in general, like when people, whether it's J's or PlayStation,
iPhone.
or
Spend their money
whatever,
how
whatever
they want.
people want to spend. Like, man, y'all got some bullshit that you probably spend your money on. You
Right.
probably eat out too much.
What are
of.
you
Right.
waiting for to come out?
Right,
You waiting
like,
for something to come
yeah,
out.
like
Yeah.
we all spend our money on some shit. Everybody got some vices or something they spend money on. Might be shoes or clothes.
Got this new bourbon.
Everybody be like, oh, you could take that money and make stocks. Bitch, you ain't even got stock.
Well, you and you waiting on a new stock that you're gonna lose your money
Right.
on. So
You
what
can
do?
build a business with that $500.
Right, bitch, what business you got?
Pyramid.
What's the other one? You could put
Dummy.
a down payment on a big house? Bitch, you live in an apartment.
Right. I be so sick of you motherfuckers, boy. You little human rights activists or whatever. I don't know what kind of activist they is, but
Self-righteous.
shut the fuck up. Let let people spend.
Let people
I
spend
literally
it.
don't give a fuck what you niggas spend your money on. If you want to go to the booby club, go to the booby club. I don't care that
That's
shit.
how you want to spend your $500.
That shit literally doesn't come out of my pocket.
I
Why am I
enjoy
mad?
watching black youngster throw that money when he signed a little homie.
That shit was so
Boy, that shit was so
That shit was fun.
It's money, man.
Handle
That
your
shit to
business. Have
people.
fun. That's what you make it to that pinnacle for. Like, spend it on what the fuck you want to spend it on.
And then I'm seeing mothers and stuff mad talking about, why don't y'all grown men save some PS5s for the kids? I be seeing your kids' toys. You wasn't buying them a PS5.
You was real happy that bitch was sold out.
Yeah. They be had them little $12.98 toys from Walmart.
As a matter of fact, you lied to the nigga because I'm telling you, Walmart got about 3,000 of them bitches in the back. You just told that nigga it was
And
sold
if
out.
not, your boyfriend need to escape from your ass, goddamn. So shit, let that man play his game. It'd be crazy.
Y'all seen this week?
What's that? This?
I said
Yeah.
to him, I'm like, that looks
Boy.
kind of like a fake gun. He's like, you want
Yeah,
it?
we seen it.
No, I'm like, what is it? So then he just kind of smacked me in the forehead with it.
The funniest shit in the world, fool.
She said, "Hey, it kind of look like a fake gun."
Okay.
Nigga said, "You want to feel it?" She said, "Yeah."
Nigga click a head. goddamn.
I remember that shit back in the day. I had him with the gun. All right.
Man, I'm not challenging nobody with a fake or real gun.
Nah, but I did want. We was talking about COVID. We came out the gate talking about COVID. I don't know if y'all saw that they said that Pfizer got a vaccine that's 90% effective.
Yeah.
I saw a few nurses tweet some shit that makes me scared to take it. And I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all gonna take that, the flu shot, things like that too.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
They
you.
got
we
treated
already
like the
talked about it, 'cause
PlayStation 5.
Can't get right say he was all aboard. I think Todd said he
For
was
the
in
vaccine?
too. Yeah.
What about the flu shot?
Nah, I ain't fucked the flu shot.
Why? Like that's why I'm stuff like that. I be confused.
nigga, the vaccine, goddamn. Okay, the COVID is the PlayStation goddamn 5, and the goddamn flu shot is the PlayStation 2.
Well, no, that's from personal experience. Like the flu shot, I took it once, and that was the sickest I've ever been.
Me too.
So
That's
that's,
the only time I
why,
ever
yeah,
took-
that's
I've never
personal
taken the flu
experience.
shot.
I took the one that got sick as fuck. and I ain't
But
never
nah,
took it.
to give more context, everybody's in a race to try to get this vaccine shot, right? And they basically saying it's 90% effective in 94% of the subjects who were infected by the coronavirus.
Fauci say something
and,
about it.
and
yet?
developed at least one symptom.
Fauci said he would take it if the numbers make sense.
Yep. And they saying that it's grown, but to who the point, I did see, and I didn't get that information. It was some backlash about one of them little Pfizer experiences. Something. I just like the PlayStation. I don't think I want to be the first in line.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Now, I'm not going. Hey, if you feel compelled to go take the COVID, please do.
Right.
But I just hey.
I got to see it on a grand scale. I'm talking about numbers have to be like way out there. for
See
I
or
can sit
hear.
down.
Shit, what you mean? The numbers are already way out there.
I'm talking about from the vaccine.
Oh, from the vaccine.
From the vaccine.
Like
So-
mean like a lot of people got to go get it.
Yeah.
So you one of them niggas that if everybody jump out the bridge, you gonna jump?
In this case, you can call me that.
I'm gonna be like,
In this
Remember
case,
your mama used to always tell you that.
I'm gonna be like this. An actual nurse tweeted this shit today. She was like, "Me and my dog chilling while you and your friends go take the vaccine." And her dog was Will Smith, and the dog, and what's the movie was? His goddamn dog, the last people on earth. Just me and my. I'm gonna be that. Me and my dog.
What is it?
ain't
I
gonna
am
take
Legend? or something?
I am Legend.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna be Will Smith. I am Legend. I ain't gonna take that shit.
The only thing that I'm worried about, especially enough black men didn't sign up for the
Shit, you barely can get us to go to the doctor
Yeah.
Right.
for a regular checkup.
for the
I know
clinical
we
trial.
ain't signed up for that
So,
bitch.
and it's like certain
blame doctors for that.
medications are like affect only black men different.
You gonna
so-
take that bitch and wake up with Todd ill goddamn
Right.
boy.
I have one longer leg.
I
Yeah, you
got
can have my ear, but you ain't gonna still be handsome.
I got Martin Lawrence.
You ain't gonna be handsome.
You ain't gotta call your mama. You just
But I did want to bring that up. I mean, if that's what y'all want to do, hey, I'm no
do
not.
it.
I can't tell not one person
Won't do it.
how to behave on that. So it's up to you. You know what I mean? I wanted to give a big shout out to Angela Yee. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Yee just made big moves in the television world. She about to have a TV show. So I thought that was kind of dope, to go from
All of them doing good shit.
every last one. But
Dope.
it did make me want to do the conversation because we saw G's about to start a podcast. I forgot the name of it.
The recession.
The recession. Right. So do they just repurpose everybody? Because
Should.
listen,
If it works.
and I don't know about should, but I'm just asking, because you see Charlemagne. Charlemagne got a radio host, TV show, podcast. Angela Yee, podcast, TV show, radio host. Somebody else. Who the fuck was I finna say? Jeezy, music artist, TV show, podcast. Joe Budden, podcast, was on a TV show. And not, like, you know what I'm saying? He was a radio host. Like, do they just
Recycling
repurpose?
people.
So I say you should, but yeah, you should if they're good at that. And I noticed that they've been repurposed, but it's all in the media type world. So I think once you're in that media world, you can be repurposed as different things and it works. But you can't repurpose media, then go to be a doctor or a golfer or something.
I mean, to be honest,
Well,
or maybe you can.
I'm not sure Angela Lee is good at her job. Any of them. So I'm not real excited about her show.
I think she's
to me when I
successful
listen
at
to
it.
her, she's the probably the true
She's
radio
successful.
host.
Yeah,
to me.
she's successful at it. So I'll give her
She's
that.
successful at
You
it.
might not be. You might not be her biggest fan, but she's successful at what
Yeah,
she does.
like,
and she does it well.
maybe it's me, but I hate her questions when it's all when it's all of them. I hate her questions.
Why? Tell me why.
It's not anything I want to know. Like Envy and Charlamagne questions be the questions I really want to know. Like all her questions,
But
like,
it's-
so
it's
who
that
are you
selfish.
dating right now?
But is that selfish of you? Because maybe a majority
I
of
said
women.
me.
Okay,
said
I
me.
got you.
I think they got out, but to me, when I look at Breakfast Club and I analyze it and look at their format,
It's a yin and
I
yang
think
and yang.
I think that's her offense.
Yeah.
That's what she's supposed to ask that. She's supposed to ask those kind of questions. Who you dating? Those kind. I think that's her role.
I think that's very important in the grand scheme of things. Now, maybe might not care about it, but I'm pretty sure it's some dudes and a lot of women who do.
Right,
wanna
and
know
her
those
followers may be asking
That's true.
her to ask that when they come in there.
That's
so.
true. I mean, and the same for her podcast. Like it's her and like 2 or 3 other women. So it might not be my cup of tea, but with in that room, she's by far the
I've learned
least.
that. I've learned that goes all ways too, because we may not be somebody's cup of tea, but I'm pretty sure we still think we good at what we do.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
a part, you know.
And somebody probably think you the least likable too.
Like,
Oh,
like
I
everybody.
definitely.
Like everybody. They said somebody.
Hey, my wife told me you're not very likable. I'm like, you know what?
You like
Might
me.
be
That's
right.
all. That's all that matters. She likes you.
I'm like,
That's
hey,
all that shit matters.
Yeah, we got motherfucker, because you ain't likable either.
Damn. Never mind, cuz. Shit, I tried to help him out. Nigga,
He did. He threw him an alley, guys.
Them niggas slapped. I threw him an alley. He slapped that bitch.
He blocked his alley, guys.
Show him with that
you, nigga.
Mutombo.
Yeah, stand on that shit.
Nigga slapped his shit in this thing.
Y'all gonna try to make
He
plant?
said, don't do it.
Y'all gonna try to make plant?
Play. Hold on. What?
To make plant.
Absolutely not.
McDonald's is launching a new
McDonald's.
hamburger that's it's supposed to be the incredible burger. What impossible
Vegan?
burger
Impossible
shit?
burger.
Impossible burger.
Vegan. It's
I'll
a
try
vegan
it.
burger. It's called a McPlant.
I tried, but I'll fuck it up by putting mac sauce on it.
Well, that shit you still. Well, the
It's
mac
still,
sauce.
the
may
mac
not
sauce
be
still
vegan.
unhealthy like a motherfucker. So you know.
$1,000 dressing.
But you know what? I did think that it's been long overdue for fast food restaurants to get better options of, like, you got people doing keto diets that are very popular. You got all these different, you got vegans. You got all of these different kind of restrictions. It's time for y'all ass to jump in the game instead of that little same ass bullshit ass salad that y'all be offering. Like,
better you go.
My only thing is everything in moderation. Like, if I want to eat bad once every 6 months, I don't want an Impossible Burger.
but you don't have to.
nigga,
that's
I
not
want
bad,
the-
though.
You don't want the double Big Mac.
No.
But that's a regular.
So you don't have to get it. It's already on that. But
Yeah.
I know.
If you somebody who, like, okay, you do diet shit. A lot of times diet people have to fucking meal prep. So like if you on the go and like I ain't got time, like why don't you have shit on your menu for
But-
those people? Because a lot of people be on the go.
A
But
lot of people
also,
change
and
into that lifestyle.
But
too.
also, Impossible Burger, that shit still a lot of carbs because you know that bread and shit.
it might
be carbs, but it might not
always
be-
carbs. It's not meat.
it might not
I don't
be
want
meat.
meat.
Right.
Like I take the carbs, I don't want meat.
You're not
Pause.
a meat fan,
They are not. Pause. But
but you like meat.
Pause.
hamburger, chicken, goddamn.
You even try to force a nigga into that box.
chicken, steak.
That nigga nuts trying to put you into that box. But you like meat.
Come on, bro. Like,
But
don't
nah,
even
you
wanna
don't really
ask
fuck
you
with
that
steak. Like no.
I do. I love steak. I just don't eat it as often. But when I get it, I love it.
Oh, okay.
And I love to get it. You know.
Let her give up.
Yo.
Nigga so stupid, man.
Pause is the name of this goddamn episode.
Pause.
Pause.
This a punch in.
I just
gonna tell
we
the
left off, goddamn.
But nah, I don't know if y'all saw. We said rest in peace to Alex Trebek last week, the longtime Jeopardy host, and we, it was kind of like who would replace such a legend? Like you really can't replace somebody like that. You just can't. But they
Like Pat
actually,
Sajak.
He's the only one
like
who-
it's just hard.
Is ever been anybody else on there?
No,
No.
not in Jeopardy. But like he said, Pat Sajak and all that, you know what I'm saying? But that's Price is Right, right?
No.
No.
Uh,
Pat Sajak
that was the
Wheel of
creepy
Fortune.
nigga.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah,
And
but,
he said creepy nigga.
but they, yeah, but the Price is Right, dude. Like it was hard
Yeah.
to replace. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
just find, you know,
He was knocking off all the models.
that nigga's
Man,
so
that
stupid.
was-
Hey, I don't want to get there, but
like this.
LeVar Burton. LeVar Burton, man, a long time Reading Rainbow host. I think everybody kind of at one point you watched that shit.
Yeah.
You grew up on it. You seen it. What was also Magic School Bus? That was Reading Rainbow too, wasn't it?
He was on whatever the free channel was, the public access
with that
channel,
earring
whatever it
and that jean jacket. He kept that
Magic
bitch on a
School-
lot.
Magic School
But
Bus was so
LeVar
fine.
Burton is being touted as Alex
was. Put some
Trebek's
bass in your voice, nigga.
host. Who, me?
No, not
him?
you. Why would I tell you that?
Well, I was about to say, hey. I was finna try to deepen my shit. I thought
My shit was good. You clear my throat out.
when that nigga said that shit, I was like, hold on, what the fuck kind of shit?
Did I squeak? Nigga was squeaking.
Come on, man. I'm trying to talk about LeVar, man.
Shit.
But
Fuck
shout
LeVar. I don't care shit about LeVar.
LeVar Burton is being touted as Alex
Said
Trebek.
LeVar Ball. Nigga still wait on his shoes.
He being touted as the replacement for Alex Trebek. I thought that was kind of dope.
That's dope.
I thought that would- I think that would be dope.
Again, that just go back to the point. Things we've said around here about how it's dope to see black men
Right.
getting in position, being on TV, because I think some of that stuff helps to try to
Move things forward.
yeah. And
I mean,
Even more for it.
as kids, we never saw a black
TV
game
host.
show host.
Right, and now we have a few. Steve Harvey, we just talked about Steve
Yeah.
Harvey. Hopefully it would be him. I just think that's good and that's cool, man, you know.
Nick Cannon. That ain't a game.
And not
show,
even that,
that's a
but
host,
especially on something like Jeopardy, because that shows you're educated black man
Yeah,
too as
right.
well. Me,
Yeah.
you know. So that's what I love.
I was watching this dope little clip. I wanted to send it to y'all, but I know y'all niggas don't like watching shit over 5 minutes long. But it was kind of crazy because it was this.
Nigga said y'all got ADD.
They do. But it was this lady.
We all
Damn, I forgot her name. I shouldn't even brought the shit up. But
say
she was breaking down how we see race today. She wasn't trying to be mean. She wasn't trying to say that black is better. She wasn't trying to do any of that. Her whole purpose was how to create a platform to where we can change it, adapt to it, and grow going forward. But she felt like in order to do that, she did have to kind of talk about past problems and issues. And one of the things that she showed was Katrina. And she showed 2 separate articles from the exact same storm at the exact same day at the exact same time. One article said looters just stole from store such and such and such and such. While they in chest deep water, you talking about them stealing from a store. The other article said people just found food trying to survive storm.
It's crazy.
And it was just crazy. Like, why would you literally take those 2 different articles for the 2? One was black, one was a black group of people, and one was a white group of people. And she was just trying to show you how, like, understanding. She showed lynchings, and she was showing, like, look at this little girl right here. It was like little girls in the crowd where they was looking at it like excited watching a body burn, or excited watching a lynching.
Yeah.
And she was like, what do you think that psyche does to that little girl at
She
that
gonna
time?
love to see that shit.
You're literally
Think
have
it's okay.
dehumanized these people. So when you see these police shootings, she was saying like a lot of the problem of the issues per her is that people have been so desensitized to black issues or black problems, and that they don't want to see the issues or the problems that we go through. So when they see police shootings, it's like, oh, it's still, but yeah, that's just isolated, but it still ain't
They
that
would have
bad.
had to do like if you're never mistreated by someone, you might can't think that they're gonna mistreat you.
Right.
That's
That's
me,
like thinking your wife gon' stab you in the neck. You be like, my wife would never stab me in the neck unless I did something really crazy. And that's how they feel.
To me, it's dehumanizing both ways. It's dehumanizing this person that's being hung as well as that little white girl, because she's never gonna fully be human and understanding, accepting, and loving to all races and all things, because she's witnessing this shit and it's glorifying it.
But I would love to see if they could
What was
have
her
found
target?
that.
What's her target audience too?
And she just started this for her own sake, and now she's been recruited and touted by one of them was the FBI. It was different, all of the Ivy League schools, because what she was doing they felt was so profound, they wanted to learn more information from her work.
Watching these shows that we've been watching, like the Snowdens and shit, do you get scared when people like the FBI hire someone like her because maybe they're using what she's doing against the whole cause?
I mean,
No, I think it's a good thing because obviously they hadn't thought about it before.
I forgot Todd was here.
Yeah,
Tell
I
him
was
shut the
listening
fuck
to
up,
you know
Tell him
saying
you-
nothing.
Tell him you listen. Tell him you listen.
Yeah, I
Todd.
was listening, but I mean, if you think about it, like, why haven't they thought about it in the first place? Why haven't the FBI thought how she was thinking? You see what I'm saying? So for them to go and pick somebody like that to kind of educate them, it's pretty dope to me.
I mean, it's the same thing.
I think
like,
so. I think it is good that they're picking her to educate them. I just hope they use that education in the right way.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I get your skepticism. You know, the things that
The
you,
shit we see that they go learn.
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
to
get-
use
I
it
get
for
what you're
bad,
saying.
You know?
because like you said, like say FBI people, for them to pass
FBI
their
people.
background, they probably never had interactions
Right.
with cops before or any type of law enforcement. Because you're not gonna pass the background if you got any type of record.
Yeah.
So they just look at what they're doing is right,
And I
even on that high of a level.
I think that's crazy too, though.
What you
Like
mean?
you want this perfect person for your FBI. I think you need some people who've been through some shit.
And sometimes, well, like
Criminally,
hackers and stuff, they are hired. But you need somebody that put a drug dealer on the team. I mean, don't have them go investigate people. See, like let them all go. But just for a balance.
you know,
might
I had
not be
a home.
He might know how to catch them.
Depending on why. You know?
I had a friend one time was taking a job with Homeland Security or Border Security or whatever, and man, like they literally flew somebody out to come to where we work, sit down with me in the lobby and ask me questions about this person's character. And like, as a nigga, you gotta talk to the policeman, you don't know nothing.
Right.
Has he ever smoked weed before? I'm like,
Hell no.
Yeah.
And
What did he say?
what he told you?
The crazy
Right,
thing
yeah.
is, I wonder if they'll blame him because the crazy thing is he might be like, yeah, I smoke
But
weed. My homeboy Stock
it's-
knows,
it-
but you don't, you know,
Right. And so you like you know what I'm saying? Like, and I told that nigga, I said, boy, you didn't give me no kind of goddamn. Like that was the craziest reference that you can normally reference. Hey, Todd? Yeah, man, he been working for me for 30 years. Todd been working at my company. I ain't got not a damn thing.
Right. Does he come
Right,
to work?
right.
Yeah, he been working for me for 35
Stellar,
years.
stellar employee,
Is he a
never
good
been late.
worker?
Not this kind of interview. My nigga was like, well, he said in 2006 and 2004 he got in trouble for this.
Do you know
Do you
it?
know about that?
Right.
What happened after?
Nigga, put your ass on the lie detector
Right.
test.
Shit, man, that nigga he bounced back. He
Right.
was a stellar citizen.
Right.
But you know what? I learned with the other shit. I was like, you know what? I really can't recall because that was true. I don't want to give him bad information. I really can't recall. Like some of the
Right.
stuff, I just really can't recall what happened after that. But as far as I know, he was able to recorrect himself. Because I feel like if a nigga going for border security, border control, homeland security, whatever the fuck it was, you probably have told some truth. Like you said what you said. So shit, don't put me in that position.
But on the opposite end of that spectrum, what we were just talking about, do you think that those people are just out of touch simply because they don't think like that or the way that we do? Do you think that's a bad thing?
You mean the same thing I've been saying for the last 15, 20 minutes?
What were you saying for the last 15 minutes?
That they're out of touch. They don't know that aspect of it. If they've never been abused by the police, they don't think the police abuse people.
So you didn't hear me say, do you think that's a bad thing? You didn't
I've
hear
been
that
saying
part?
that that's a bad thing for the last 20 minutes.
But did you say it was a bad
Why
thing?
you want to fight with Todd so bad?
I don't know what's wrong with him, man. What's
I don't
wrong
know,
with you,
Todd,
bro?
I'm sorry.
God damn, man.
Battle of the young shirts.
No, see, the difference is I'm sexy. I don't know what he got going on. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
There's a lot of on.
You called me,
I don't know if y'all saw this. We talked about
nigga
that.
just called me unsexy. You might as well call me ugly.
He said unsexy. I knew him.
I don't know if y'all saw this. I don't know if y'all saw this, but this week in D.C., we talked about the election and stuff. D.C. liquor stores sells more champagne after the Trump loss than in the previous 2 years combined.
Even during the pandemic, because I know people were drinking like a motherfucker.
Who the fuck drinking champagne during the pandemic?
They
Like-
celebrating. It's a celebration.
Right.
During the pandemic?
Oh, no, not during, but because of Trump.
Right. See, Todd told you got to listen a little careful.
That might be true.
Like, nigga, during the pandemic, nigga, I'm drinking Wild Irish Rose, nigga. I'm trying not to feel shit.
Give me the cheap shit that's gonna be strong. Yeah. Give me your wine with a lot of bourbon in it.
But we was talking about DC and all that shit though. You know, I just saw that. That was quick. We ain't gotta stay there. But I did see those
It's
clips.
a celebration. Shit.
I did see those clips, man. From this week. You know, the Trump supporters had
MAGA
they
March.
nigga mallion, but what else?
Go ahead, tell me
Get
what
your ass back, boy.
Tell me what it is. Say it again.
Mega MAGA March.
The Million MAGA March.
Whatever, fuck it. But you know, we saw a lot of the backlash. You know, I don't know if they did any research, but DC is a 90% black city or 80%.
That was gonna happen.
Something crazy like that.
I'm
But,
glad that we didn't see a lot of deaths and shootings and
But
shit like that.
I did want to say, like, from those clips, you know, what were y'all thoughts on some of the things that y'all saw on it? Because I definitely feel a different kind of way about it. And I just want to see how y'all felt.
This might not go over as well, but I saw all these people, like in D.C., as soon as they called it for Biden, all these people ran to the White House and were celebrating, having a good time, and you see all these people in these other cities. But the thing is, 70 million Americans voted for Trump. The second most, like, Trump would have beat Obama. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're just looking at numbers, purely numbers. Trump had more people vote for him than Obama. And that just shows how fucked up we are. And it goes back to my point, and Todd's point. I'm sorry, Todd. Todd points that these people don't care. It was like, I watched Boys in the Hood. Like what he said at the end. Either they don't know, don't care, or don't, show. Mm-hmm. But Ricky ain't have to die. Like,
Man, what you
bro, you
talking
could have waited. You could have waited to pee.
That nigga went from DC to Cali. That nigga
But
crazy.
How y'all feel about what y'all saw?
It was
Like that
just-
violence and shit that we were looking at yesterday. I'm not with that shit. Like
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should have a voice that they could,
Express.
express, and you accept that shit. Like I'm with you. 70 million people. That's a lot to be. You know what he aligned with. So it's just.
To
I don't
me-
know.
To me, I expected it. I expected, because it happens all the time. Like, just like when Obama wins, there's going to be people marching for him. There's going to be people marching against him. When Trump won, there was people marching for him. There's people marching against him. So now that Biden wins, I expected to see the same thing.
But the
People
violence
for
shit is what
and
I
against.
can't get.
And
Yeah.
I hate to see the violence part, but I knew, and I think we all knew, and I'm pretty sure they knew that going here in D.C. with a million MAGA march is going to be some sort of violence. And I'm just glad that the violence wasn't as bad as it could have gotten.
I'm with you. I feel like people do need they have a right to express
respect.
their opinion. Right. If it's 70 million people that have voted for this man, it's a lot of people that are not comfortable with who's just been
Biden.
elected.
Right.
Which and to me, to the credit of Biden, he knows that.
Right.
He has expressed, I know that you guys didn't vote for me. Let's
But I'm
work
still for
together.
y'all.
Let's
Right.
try to bridge the gap. So I give him his credit.
Right.
I just hate sometimes when you see this one man on a bike or 2-3 people walking, and then it's 70 people jumping on somebody.
Right.
Like,
That's true.
and it's not just to say that they were wrong for doing it. I think it's wrong when both sides exhibit violence
Right.
on one another, because at the end of the day, we're supposed to all be one team.
Right.
And we all supposed to be able to. It used to be a point where, like, you could, he's elected. Okay, man, I don't agree with what he's going on, but we'll rally behind each other for the common good of the country. And I just think that right now that it's just so tough to see, with 70 million people voting for somebody, and 78 million voting for Biden. It's just to me that shows that we're equally torn.
I think it's one of those things that it's unfortunate that a lot of people aren't dumb jocks like they portray us to be. Us being dumb jocks teaches us sportsmanship. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some.
Yeah.
But they lose and they don't know how to react to
Yep.
it. Or they win and don't know how to react to it. Because they don't know sportsmanship.
Man, I'm telling you, it's
Mo-
been, from day one. I've been
I know
blaming
more
the
dumb
media.
people that never play sports. Like most people that play sports, not that dumb.
I agree.
Because it's not hard to learn. I mean, it's not easy to know all the shit that y'all gotta know.
Because it's a lot of it's
Now it's a lot of dumb.
well, I ain't gonna say it's dumb jocks, but it's a lot of more dumb normal motherfuckers outside of jocks as well. So
So it's about 50-50. About half of y'all dumb.
it's normal. It's just people. are
Damn,
dumb.
bro.
Shout out Jemele.
Damn.
I don't know if y'all saw. I don't know if y'all saw this, but NFL, what the fuck? NBA Hall of Famer, Charles Barkley is donating another $1 million, but this time to Tuskegee University.
NBA holla. They say NBA holla.
Hall of Famer.
You ain't say that. NBA holla.
First you said NFL.
Yeah, NBA holla.
$1 million to Tuskegee for what? Just
I saw that.
Nigga, just
A new
I
shed?
don't know what y'all want to
He said new shit.
no, I'm saying like what like
I saw people from Tuskegee who was happy about that though, saying that that's pretty dope. We don't like you, Charles, but we appreciate this gift. So I did see that though.
Don't take
And
his
again,
money.
No, it's not that. It was more so a joke.
Right.
It was a joke. That's them. I ain't say it. That's them. But
No,
it
I'm
was more
saying
so a
like
joke.
yeah, the same as anybody.
Well,
If you don't agree with
No.
what I say, don't take my money.
question. I was listening to this. Do you have to like everyone you're in business with?
No,
Then what's the difference?
but you have to like
No, you don't.
somebody that's giving you money, or you should.
Not if
You're
it's
an
business.
institution.
Not if it's. I'm saying not. It
That's
was
not
people,
business.
It was people of the school, not someone from the school.
Somebody who was it?
in the organization
Wouldn't take the $5 million or however many hundreds of thousands of dollars
some
from
kids or
6ix9ine.
something. Yeah,
for
yeah, I
kids.
remember. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Okay,
because-
cool. But don't talk shit about me and take my money.
No, I'm to your point.
Yeah, that
like
goes to your point, but-
they were
The same way all these colleges came out against Bill Cosby. Fucked up individual.
Well, I
if
don't-
that shit is true.
I don't think.
But
they're-
give back the money that he gave you.
I
if
agree.
you gonna talk shit about him.
I agree if you thought that Charles Barkley was a bad person, but I just thought it was from the standpoint of you went to Auburn and this, and we went to Tuskegee, so it's that.
Y'all
it's not
partied
It's
together.
not more so
Right.
that you're
They like
6'9".
sister schools.
Right. It's not more so that you're 6'9" and you're just doing terrible shit.
Can that be to the point?
What?
Can that be to the point that we've gotten so astray in this country where like, okay, so what? Charles Barkley may not align with your political views, but he still wants to do great for black
And that's my
black business or black entrepreneurs or black whoever. So he wants to donate money because we have seen and I don't know if y'all seen Bill Maher this week. They discussed it and I thought that was an interesting topic because out of those 70 million people who we saying voted for Trump, some of that shit is because of all this politically correct shit.
Right.
You mad at somebody because of their views, but I still believe in this. Like it used to be a point in time where I might agree with you here, but I don't agree with you here. I agree with you there. Like you're able to agree and disagree or change positions. I believe that a year ago. I don't feel the same today. I'm more educated, but now it's kind of like you either all or nothing kind of type
Yeah,
tactic.
and that's
now.
just
That's that
impossible.
council culture.
That's impossible.
I was watching Bill Maher too, and then I had to question myself for a second because his like main interviewer was Trump's legal advisor, and when I was listening to it, I was like, this lady is fucking crazy. And then I had to think because watching the social media movies and all that, have I been trained to think this way, or is this lady really fucking crazy?
right.
And I left with it thinking this lady is really fucking crazy.
And that's what you thought. And that goes to like what Stock was saying. Like, it's no way possible you can be all or nothing. If you were all or nothing, we wouldn't be friends. It's
Right.
nothing we all agree upon on every single thing.
Right.
So that
Right.
But we're starting to conform as society as a place that's all or nothing.
Right, and that's what I was just
I
about
agree.
to say. Like, it shouldn't be a situation where I have to choose. Like, if I choose to like this person, political views or whatever they may be, if I like this person, me and you can't be friends no more. Like, who the fuck? Man,
my choice shouldn't decide that.
Right.
It shouldn't,
Like,
or
my
it shouldn't
choice-
depend on that.
Like, if you like Adidas and I like Nikes, we can't fuck with each other no more.
But question, like,
That's
let's
the
say-
same thing.
But let's say I voted completely opposite of you. You don't think you'll look at me a little bit differently?
Hootie, you're still gonna be who you are. Your vote is gonna change who you are as an individual.
I think me personally, no. But I
Right.
think that some people who vote so much differently, they're already changed.
That's the thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I would look at all y'all niggas different if y'all voted for Trump.
I know, but I also to his
And y'all
point,
would too.
But yeah, agreed. But I think to his point, we would already be different outside of that vote.
I'll say this. I might not look at y'all different, but I will question shit. Because again, I realize that I do know that some people, they vote for their interest.
their interest.
I have a friend who his industry that he works in, the way he takes care of his family and his livelihood, it's kind of in jeopardy right now. Because of Biden and them coming into office, they don't necessarily believe in that type of energy or that type of industry. So how can I tell again,
Vote against what's good for you.
Yeah, vote against this person that might take your job away.
Right.
No, I agree.
And you can't take care of your kids
Right.
and your family. If that's how you really feel, I can't. It's hard for me, so I can't really look at my friend crazy for that. Now I can say like, I disagree, homie. Like the bigger picture, I think you need to vote this way. But that's just me. I can't tell somebody else, and I'm not gonna look at nobody else crazy for having a
Right.
different
Let me
view.
take that back in real time. Bernie. If Bernie would have been the candidate, I don't think I would have voted for Bernie.
So you wouldn't have voted at all?
I probably would just wouldn't have voted because what he wanted would have jeopardized my job and my livelihood. So,
Right. So you're not voting, and that's what I was asking Hooter. Like, so if you didn't vote for Bernie, and obviously that's a vote for Trump, should I have looked at you in a different way? You're still who you are.
no, that's why I said I take that back. I mean,
Okay.
you could have, but it would have been a reason. Like, it's people here saying, oh, I like what Trump is doing, and he's making America great. No, the fuck he's not.
But there's also some who's saying like, I don't like what he's doing, but shit, I got a job tomorrow.
I think it's a. But
it's a
I think
lot of
one
people
the,
making $20,000 a year
But
that's
one
voting
of
for Trump.
Yeah, but see, that's the stereotype that people keep trying to put on them supporters of his, and I think that's a big misconception. 70 million people. I keep going back to that number. Out of that 70 million people, it's a lot of people who just voted exactly like what I said. They got a business. They got a company a multi-million-dollar company or something, and it's gonna affect their livelihood, and they're thinking about their kids and their family, and that's how they feel. So I just can't say all 70 million of these people who only make $20,000 who live in a backwoods. No, not with 70 million people. That's
No,
not the
definitely
case.
not.
But there are some that, that's the other way now. Like, let's not get it confused or
There
fucked
are
up.
a lot of
We
them that
have
way too,
those out there that, is really on that Make America Great.
They
with
voted for
blacks.
him strictly
Right,
because
right.
he's racist and they like that.
Right.
I get it.
So-
but
and that's the
Let's
racist.
just keep it
But
100.
Yeah,
I agree.
we-
But that's
we
the
say
racist
that.
one
Right.
who's going to
But
be
that's
racist no matter what.
Right, and that's the things that everybody try to go to that. That's easy. Oh, they're racist. Make
Right.
America great again. Yes, but I keep trying to tell y'all all of
think it's all
those
that.
people are not all that. I'm yes, there is a big overwhelm. There's a majority of people who may feel like that. But
To be
if we
fair,
keep-
I'm willing to say it's half and half.
But if we keep,
And that's
if
still a
you
lot.
just watch Bill Maher, you said it. So if you watch Bill Maher, based upon that stat and that statistics, it's a lot of people who just don't want to be politically correct. I'm tired of you trying to tell me I gotta apologize because I want to say this, or I'm tired of having to apologize because I got to do this, or you making me change something I did when I was in the 7th grade.
Right.
You making me apologize. Somebody lost a job for something they did in the 8th grade.
In which, to be fair,
right.
that's something we all agree with.
Yeah.
Right.
That's something we
I mean,
all agree
but
with.
it's just that
I don't want to
with-
be banned
with
for something I
Trump,
said on
man,
here.
like before Trump, you could definitely be friends with a Republican, black Republican.
Before
white
Trump is
Republican,
president, you could be friends with
whatever.
Trump.
This is
Yeah.
true.
This is true.
Shit.
But I mean, he just made it like, hey, it is what it is. So that's what made this country so divisive. Like we went back 20, 30 years.
I do think that he enhanced he sped it up.
You're
But
right.
it was headed that way under Obama. And we know why, but
Right.
Yeah.
let's get out of it. I don't even really want to stay that long.
Speaking of division, y'all want to talk about Jeezy and
He dropped the album.
But
Did you see Cari Champion and Jemele Hill?
Hey boy,
That's in-
hey,
Did you see
watch,
that?
watch your words, Todd.
I like what Jemele Hill had to say. I love what Jemele
I like
Hill
what
had
they
to
both had to say.
say. I ain't really look at what Cari Champion had to say because I looked at the little clip Stock had put in there, and Jemele Hill was like, fuck
She said she
y'all.
don't fuck with y'all.
She threw the fingers up, nigga. I love
But
that
Jemele Hill-
she's in that space where she could throw the fingers up at niggas.
Can we
Jemele Hill?
Can we get this? Can we? Because I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh,
Can we get the clip? Or,
yeah. Stock.
A lot of us have been terrorized. We've been on the receiving end of a lot of hatred, a lot of vitriol. I've been a professional journalist since 1997. I've been getting hate mail since I was in college. Nothing has been like what it's been like the last 4 years, particularly after I called out the president. This is what came into my Instagram DMs just this morning. Hey, you fucking racist nigger bitch. You got a problem with white folks, then run your fucked up bitch ass mouth to one of us, and I don't mean a little kid or an old man, and see if they don't slap the black off your sorry ass. Fuck you, Trump will still win. Get the fuck over it or fucking leave. Now, I realize that does not necessarily mean all Trump supporters are that hateful or that vitriolic, but this idea that we need to turn the other cheek, hell no. So I say this with all the disrespect Fuck y'all. I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm not forgiving you because you've terrorized my life. You've threatened it. You've come after my friends and my family. So fuck you. Straight up, no chaser.
For the ancestors too, y'all.
And look at Cari.
Exactly. Harriet would have wanted me to do that. Harriet, Sojourner, Shirley, all them. That's for all y'all.
All right, let's go with it.
So yeah,
Damn, you had to call somebody a racist nigga, bitch. Like any
like
one
that's
of
the
those
irony
words.
of it. Like that's crazy. Like,
Racist nigga bitch.
racist nigga bitch.
Oh, super offend her. I'm about to super
That's
offend her.
kind of racist.
Do you call yourself racist?
But it's even bigger than that for me. I love the way that she accepted that and embraced it. And I love that she's in a place where she can speak the way she spoke just now.
I love that type
Freely.
of energy.
Freely. I love to see her in a place she can speak freely.
Like they made their own way. She ain't gotta be worried about what ESPN finna email her Monday morning.
Is Cari Champion still on ESPN? Okay.
They doing their own shit.
So she
their
just
own
left
shit.
on her own? She chose to leave?
She saw all the shit that how they was treating others. I think
She got out of there.
She got out of there.
I ain't mad at it. I appreciate that. That's appreciated. But that's dope, man.
My bad, man. I didn't mean to speak too much on her. You know what I'm saying? I know how you feel about her.
Hey, we gonna have an extra room for Cari Champion. She have
Nigga, that crazy.
Did y'all I meant to bring this up last week, but we didn't really get into it because I really wanted to see how y'all thought. But did y'all see on Election Day, Oregon basically voted to decriminalize all hard drugs?
Yeah,
Man.
So that's
you can smoke crack out there.
That's heroin, that's crack, that's cocaine, all that different shit. They have voted to legalize that drug or decriminalize it.
You sure we ain't talk about that?
No, we didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think so.
So I wanted to bring it back. And I just want y'all thoughts. Like, what do y'all think about decriminalizing hard drugs? Do y'all think that works? Or do y'all think that it creates more problems? And put it in the context, too. If you have hard-line conservatives, you can kind of see how they feel like, like we losing our country or we losing things based upon everything we said with the politically correct and people decriminalizing hard drugs.
The thing about that is you have to understand what it means to decriminalize something. It's that I always be having some profound shit to say and I fuck up the word. But
Simplify.
it's not like you can't go to Oregon and go buy crack from the Circle K. Like, but if you get caught with it, you're fined unless you enroll into a drug rehab. Mm-hmm. So it's like, stop putting these people in jail for, they didn't harm anyone. They're only harming themselves. Stop putting them in jail for that. Force them to get help. Or you don't speed because sometimes you speed, but you try not to speed because you're going to get a ticket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing, but it's not like they're making it. You could go to the corner store and pick up
Some
Crack.
shit,
Let me
right.
get that. Let me get that crack off
But-
the top
but do
shelf.
you-
Top
do y'all-
shelf
Let me
crack.
get three rocks, a Faygo, and a Swisher.
Do y'all put it to the point? Because this is not new. It's new to the United States, but
Everywhere else is
Portugal, Netherlands, Switzerland have already done it. And Portugal, most notably, was
Crime
one of
goes down.
the worst countries affected by heavy drug use. Mm-hmm. Since they decriminalized it, they see no surge in new drug uses, and in fact, they've seen a
They're getting
huge
cleaner.
plummet
Right.
in drug-related crimes, drug-related arrests, things like that. So, do y'all look at it as a stance that we've been doing it one way for the longest? Is it time to try something different?
I mean, because if it's not crack, you got something that's sold legally in a fucking drugstore, like opioids and all that other kind of shit. So if they don't go to jail for abusing those,
I don't know what drugstore you be going to.
It's
with
just simple, man.
opioids and shit.
Simply put, over history and over numbers and statistics, when you legalize drugs or those hard drugs in most places, crime and everything goes down.
Yeah.
Man, crack being illegal never deterred me from smoking crack.
Right.
I didn't want to be a crackhead.
That nigga don't-
so I didn't smoke crack.
Whether legal or
It's
illegal,
geared
the people who want to do it, go
Gonna
get
do
it.
it.
Right.
Weed
And-
is illegal in
yeah.
some places, and the weed smokers go find their weed.
right?
You know what?
Shit.
You know what? The DARE campaign did not stop me from smoking crack. It was the nigga on the corner with no teeth in his mouth, who I realized that ain't what I want to do.
That ain't what I want
Stop
to
you
be.
from doing it.
Yeah, so you know.
Because I know it too in Portugal, one of the things that they emphasize is the fact of making it safer. So there's a lot of nurses, psychologists, and things. They carry care packages where they don't give them the
Syringes
drugs,
and all
but
that
they give
shit.
them clean syringes.
Right.
They give them
Yeah.
clean things. And if that person wants to seek, they don't make them, but if that person wants to seek help, then they help push them towards rehab.
Right.
But at least they not passing AIDS to each other.
Right,
or
with
other
reason you
infections.
bad needles and things like
Nigga,
that.
in
So-
5 years, Oregon gonna have exotic crack.
But
You want that blueberry
Yeah,
crack?
that blueberry crack, goddamn.
But,
Exotic crack in Oregon.
But it's
goddamn.
like in France and stuff like that, where the alcohol age limits are more. It's not as conservative as ours. It's less teenage drinking. It's less driving drunk. You know, because you like used to it.
Some of them states have, not some of them states, some of those countries have legalized prostitution to where their government ran to where they provide
safer.
housing and condoms and places for them to go to where they said that it's stopped with sex trafficking.
You don't have to be behind a
and
dumpster somewhere.
The murder rate of prostitutes have plummeted because they got safer methods.
I've never understood why prostitution is illegal,
It's your body.
especially if it's
Trafficking.
consensual.
Yeah,
That's
trafficking
Right.
part,
That,
yeah.
that's
That's
why
against
it's
your-
mainly probably illegal.
But because it's done every day out here, but she just don't call herself a prostitute. But them $40 that you paid,
Shit,
that's prostitution.
Now it's the Birkin bag.
Or shit.
That's still. It's just high quality. High quality
Down,
prostitution.
well, never. I'm not even going. But
They getting real ones?
that $200 date that Twitter love, that's prostitution.
Call my anniversary. Fuck wrong with
So
you.
is it-
Fuck out of here.
So a date is prostitution?
No, but if it's tied to a
Financial
monetary,
transition.
yes, you have to
Transaction.
do this for me to give you this. That's prostitution.
Yeah.
But let that shit be. Tax it. You know. We'll have if Birmingham allowed free prostitution, it wouldn't be a pothole in the whole city. Librarians would be able to work.
Yeah.
Just tax it.
It wouldn't be able to work.
Would be able.
Okay.
Just open up a couple of whorehouses. That's all you gotta do.
Niggas just make the house.
That nigga, that wild.
You keep pushing it, man. You keep letting it go on.
I'm gonna let him have it.
I know
fun,
y'all,
man. Have your fun.
You was real big too on the people who your vote don't matter and shut the fuck up if you pushing that narrative of telling people that they vote don't matter. Georgia, I don't know if y'all saw this recently, but
We matter.
But voters in Georgia, we talked about the bigger picture, but actually on a smaller level, a local level, which we keep telling y'all that it matters. In Brunswick, Georgia, they voted out the DA or the district attorney who refused to bring. She recused herself to bring charges in the Ahmaud Arbery case. She recused herself, and they got her ass the fuck out of
We
there.
recused
Right.
her. ass.
Yeah, so she only got like 34% of the vote. They ousted Jackie Johnson. She was the longtime Republican DA in that area. They got her the fuck out of there, replaced her with an independent. There wasn't no Democrat that ran, but it was an independent. Keith Kiggins, who I think that's his name, who ran, got 66% of the vote.
Damn.
But that was by the voters who
Right.
used their vote and elected to get somebody out of there who basically the main cause was because she recused herself and didn't want to bring charges against the people who.
So he was a write-in.
No, he wasn't a writing. He just doesn't belong to a
A
political.
particular
Okay.
party.
Okay.
He's,
Yeah.
he's more independent.
He's an independent.
He's more
Independent.
independent thinker.
He
Which
Ross
is
Perot
actually, I
that
think
thing.
it's
Right.
pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah, I see.
I actually think independence is pretty cool. That means you don't lean to one side either way.
Right.
Or
You just
it
go on the
can.
side of right.
It can,
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That's
I think
dope.
I hate the
But
two-party
that's also
system.
dope that Georgia, for the first time, is Democrat for the first time in 28 years. Too.
It's
So-
blue. Yep.
So you vote. You can say the-
Voting
you can say
matters,
voting
man.
don't
You
matter
can
as
say
much
it
as you
don't,
want,
but it
goddamn.
does. So I just want to say that. Shine.
Hey.
What's his name? Shouts out to Shine, the
Shine.
long
Oh.
bad boy rapper. For people who don't remember,
Bad
was
boy,
elected
bad
to
boy.
Belize House of Representatives. So shout out to Shine on that one. You know.
Sean look like he smoked a pound on election day.
You about did. Fuck you gonna do with
But
the
now
shine?
he do look cleaned up though. If you ain't seen it, he look real.
Yeah,
cleaned
he
up.
looked, man.
look
I
super
seen him on an
clean,
interview recently. He looked way
He
different.
look super clean
Yeah.
up. He look like a
That
straight
picture
shooter.
that was in the group though. He look high as fuck on that.
Big double pink eye.
Do women blame men for everything?
Of course.
Is water wet?
I seen
I
this
don't, even,
article.
I don't even need to ask you what you're talking
I,
about.
I got
Yeah.
a semi-study for you, Hooter, but it ain't really a study. But it said
Let's analyze
it was for men to read because it said a lot of the issues that women have with their vaginal scent is because of men. Some of them were too much sperm inside her. You must ask for that. But that's one reason.
Too much sperm, like one particular type of sperm,
Yeah,
or
too
too
mu-
many different types of
Too
sperm?
much sperm inside can cause bacteria. Pull out sometimes, man.
Fuck no.
All right.
That shit
It
childish.
says it says when your balls are itching, that is yeast.
My balls.
When your
itching,
balls
that's
are
yeast.
itching?
That is yeast.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It says not wearing proper boxers.
What's the proper?
Shit that fit. When you wear them too tight, that can cause to create more bacteria, I guess. Stop messing with multiple females.
Can too loose also be a problem?
I don't know. I ain't make the study. Stop messing with multiple females.
Okay.
Most men don't have a primary care provider. So we got all kind of shit going on, they say. And you don't know it, but you be passing that thing around because you're asymptomatic. Wash your hands before you touch the box.
I'm a shower before sex, nigga.
Yes.
Some of these men don't bathe every day. They haven't been to the dentist in years, but they stay wanting to eat pussy. and they got all kind of bacteria in their
Extra
mouth.
bacteria.
Your beard not clean, razor bumps can be infected, but yet you still
I ain't got those.
doing it. So I just say that because all of this shit is saying men, you are just as
Responsible.
responsible
blame.
as women.
So stank box comes from niggas.
Some of those things. Now, a
Some
couple
of them are
of the things
true.
he said are true. Yeah, niggas might not take a shower and stuff
Brush
how they
teeth.
used to
I can
use
see that.
or the soap they use might go against her pH balance. But
I ain't gonna blame us for the too much sperm though.
no,
That mean that it's too much sperm from too many different places, too many different types of sperm.
That probably
my
that
sperm
probably
fighting each other.
And as far as I know, all black men only have one sexual partner at a time. So
Yeah.
I don't really even know what
Right.
that's,
They don't
what
cheat.
that's about.
They don't cheat, huh? Yeah.
This is
yeah.
true.
I don't know what that's about.
So y'all stop dating all them Orientals.
Right.
There you go.
Tell you.
Dummy.
He find new and innovative ways, though.
every time.
But you know what? That's not offensive to anyone because nobody considers themselves Oriental. And if you call an Asian person that, then they get offended. So I can say that. Maybe I'm just going to start talking about Orientals.
So you try to
You
offend them?
fat Oriental motherfucker.
So Oriental could be anything?
Well,
But what if we have Oriental listeners or a Chinese
they
listeners?
wouldn't identify that. Nobody identifies as an Oriental.
Oh, okay.
Or would people
Todd just tried to
consider
make 'em do it,
Orientals?
didn't
Yeah.
But
I did.
But
My
also,
bad.
men, take the lesson in that shit, man. Get your primary care doctor. Make sure you getting your shit, you checked
Get
out.
your
you know what I'm
checkup,
saying?
man.
Your balls
I'm
itchy, you
big on
definitely
that.
need to get checked out.
Do y'all think that the niggas ain't shit? Do y'all think that stems from relationships only?
Niggas
like,
don't-
like for instance, you could be a great father, great provider, great everything, but niggas ain't shit because
I
that
didn't
person
treat you
is
right.
scarred from a relationship.
Of course.
Yeah, like
Word of mouth.
I
Just
do
like
everything
the
for
media
my
right
daughter,
now.
but I ain't shit. What kind of shit is that?
Sometimes y'all be not shit when you doing everything. I mean, your girl ever told you some shit, you be like, you just had to look at her ass real quick.
You ever heard them read some shit that a nigga do and be like, niggas ain't shit? What that make me?
Yeah.
Hey,
Like, how you gonna?
I'm here.
You mad at some shit you saw on Baller Alert or something? That you mad at me?
Sometimes you gotta just make them realize, your
Like,
friend
man,
ain't
if
shit.
you don't
Your female,
if you don't stop listening,
your
to Cardi
female
B,
friend ain't shit either. Don't just blame niggas.
You know how many?
Some of
you know
these
how many
hoes
chicks
ain't
I
shit.
talked to that had a relationship at one point?
Yeah, we gotta.
Women
get rid
ain't shit either.
Just gotta get rid of that niggas ain't shit term, and just sometimes people just ain't shit.
People ain't
Well,
shit.
I,
It's the
I thought about that
Some
because
people ain't shit.
you know, you hear that a lot, and we talked about this on this platform before about how you know we got a lot of friends, and I don't know too many men who aren't active in their kids' lives, who aren't stand-up men, who don't motivate me as men with the shit that I see them doing, whether it's being at a play or dressing up, you know, and playing dolls and shit with their daughters or with their sons, or you know, teaching them how to play football. I see, you know, people like Sarah and them who are football coaches to their sons' football team. I don't really know too many, like out of 18, 19 men who, you know, you look up, you see Jermaine playing with his kid. Like, you don't know too many men that I can personally say that not, but then you always hear this niggas not shit.
I think that's more.
I'm not cool with no deadbeat father.
I think it's
I
more.
can honestly say that.
I honestly think it's more of an internet/younger female term.
Right.
Because honestly, like as younger, my baby mom would say the same. Even though
All
doing
niggas
the-
ain't shit before they turn in they late 20s at best.
Well, I'm not gonna say that because they probably was shit, but it's still that lady who didn't come with the relationship made him not
hey,
be shit. Because
you just wasn't the one.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You just
I
wasn't
mean,
one. You know?
And when you not the one, sometimes you get treated like you not the one.
But that's
Or
what I
most
say.
times you
Like,
do.
if you think about, like we said, all the relationships that you've had from middle school when you first probably got a girlfriend all the way to now, everybody's not meant to be it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I look at it like
so
this
like
at this point.
you're
All
gonna
of-
have some heartaches or some pains or some heartbreaks, but I don't know too many niggas going around saying, man, I know niggas that done got cheated on.
I
and
was just
shit.
about to say.
I don't see them niggas going around like, man, she ain't shit.
I
Women
ain't
ain't
never
shit.
heard
Yeah, no,
a
nigga-
nigga say
nigga-
that about a chick,
But-
whether she cheated on him or nothing. Like,
But it is some niggas that be kind of scarred.
It
on
is.
the
Yeah,
internet.
some
I be
niggas that
seeing
be
it.
butthurt.
So
no
to-
niggas
to
that I've
women-
been around have ever said that.
To be
I've
fair-
heard it from nobody that I've been.
I've seen some niggas that I know that be on the internet be like, man, them hoes ain't shit or something like that. Like, you know,
better nigga.
yeah, they'll see
Yeah.
it.
But I look at it like this. To be fair, ladies, no offense against you, but only one of my relationships have ever worked. Simple
And
as that. And it's my marriage.
and
Right.
That's the
all
only
of us are
relationship
married
that has
because
ever
that
worked.
was the one that made us want to be married.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, truth be told, like you don't stop reading fucking Steve Harvey. He can't tell you.
Yeah, he sold you.
If you ain't it, you ain't it.
I don't
It
tell
was
you.
there- it was-
Or it was the wrong time.
Right. I don't tell you not shit because your baked chicken not like hers. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Her baked chicken fire. You're a one.
Shit,
You know
she
me, you
don't
ain't
even
shit.
cook chicken,
Yeah,
but
that's
hey,
crazy.
it's the rest of it.
Yeah, but that's Steve Harvey.
But-
He raped him. Oh boy. He
Oh
got
boy,
him
that's
good.
the get over.
He got him
king.
good.
We got some
He tricked females more than Beyonce.
we got some crazy stuff coming up this week.
What we got?
Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Young Guwap, nigga.
Young one-sided.
Wow. He told a snow cone, get ready.
Snow cone.
We got a Versus coming up, Gucci versus Jeezy. I know everybody done seen it. Yeah.
Oh, this is this track.
Man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then Jeezy might counter, you know. We gonna see what we get out of Jeezy.
Whew.
Y'all ready?
Hey man.
It's Jeezy.
Man. Pretty rough.
So what? Yeah, we just saw that they finally made it official. They got T.I. out the way and put Jeezy versus Gucci versus
gonna be
that's coming
crying
up
this
this
week.
Thursday. He sounded like a good sport. He was like,
Yeah.
"Shit, this what the people
This what
want."
the people wanted.
So I understand why the people want it. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So, T.I. I mean Jeezy versus Gucci. Where y'all at with it for this versus?
I'm gonna be moderate. Let's say 15-5.
Every
Who?
single.
15-5 who?
Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't know they need to be said.
I mean, I'm just saying you got a lot of people who listening who don't know what you might
Oh,
be
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Like we
you
had
right.
cousins.
Yeah, and like I keep saying,
There's two
it's a
on the
lot
fence.
of people just glance over the Gucci fan base.
Yeah. They,
No, it's deep, but Gucci is very overrated.
Yeah, like
We
you
love
said.
Gucci for being Gucci and who he was, but as far as you talking about music,
That's why
I
I
mean,
don't.
Susie might win.
That's why-
Lemonade.
Susie.
I never say good. Even though
I
I'm
don't
not.
think you might not even hear Lemonade.
He gotta play Lemonade.
Unless Jeezy play something like a big hit type song.
Yeah,
a
like
big
Gucci
pop.
gotta play Lemonade.
He don't have to.
He don't
play
have to.
Lemonade.
Yeah, he don't have to.
But I think
I think Gucci need to keep it in the kitchen.
So keep
Right.
it fair. In a dummies battle, he doesn't have to be played. But in a versus battle, does Lemonade have to be played?
Again, this no, not in this.
Not in
this
this battle.
versus
Hell
battle is
no.
a Southern versus battle.
get it.
He don't have to play Lemonade. I mean, I'm sure we might hear it, but
I don't
he
think
don't
it's
have
just
to
Southern.
play
That's
it.
my thing. I don't think it's
That's arguably
Southern.
his biggest song.
Y'all keep saying Southern. It's two Southern artists.
I know,
they play
I know,
what the
I
fuck
know,
they
I
want to
know.
play.
But I get that. But I'm also saying they're also playing music for people in New York and for
I
Cali
don't know
and
if they're
for-
thinking about that.
I don't know if I don't know if you can say that.
I just.
Does he
yeah,
play
I
the
can,
Aqua
but I
song?
can offer my opinion on
You
Jeezy
can,
and
you
Gucci.
can, but I don't
right,
know if
so
you
I
can
don't
say
know
that
if
of them,
I don't know if Gucci and Jeezy cares about they didn't care about
I very
catering
much-
to them.
I
They didn't
very-
care about catering to them when they made the music that they
I
made.
very
Does
much
Gucci
so
play the Usher
especially
song?
with Jeezy. I
that
disagree with that.
The
big
Usher
time.
feature he on?
Huh?
The Usher. Does he play that song? Does Gucci?
He might.
I
He
think
don't have to.
I think
those two
I don't
songs
agree
he
with
kinda
that,
gotta
but
play.
for the simple fact that I think that they've cleaned up their act so much that they're not just thinking one place. I just think they're thinking globally
Maybe.
at this
Right.
point.
And somebody obviously told that man, hey, this is a hell of an opportunity. You can get major money off that shit.
But y'all-
But
you
I'm
say-
taking
If Gucci
Jeezy.
play anything after he after he got abs, he losing.
But y'all can say
He
global.
might have a couple
You can
songs.
say global, right? Mm-hmm. But Jeezy got global off of Trap or Die.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gucci ain't
what I
man.
need to
Listen,
pay?
Gucci man.
don't know.
What's the Patriots owner is?
Huh?
Who's the Patriots owner? What's his name?
Kraft.
Kraft.
Yeah,
Robert Kraft. If he know who Gucci Mane is, people know who the fuck he is up north. So
Who's saying
come
that?
on, man.
Right, I'm not saying that
No,
they
he's
don't.
saying
That's not
do
what
he
I'm saying.
play big songs like Lemonade.
Yeah, he gonna play all of that
I
shit.
think
to
he's
me.
saying yeah. He
He-
plays
he
that
play-
with Robert Kraft.
But again, I'm saying it from a point of you're not a Gucci fan. You've never been
I'm
a
not-
Gucci
I'm
fan.
not.
And I haven't.
So
either.
Gucci fans, cuz just walked out of here. Dez just said that I want him to stay in shit like Chicken Talk. Something you probably never heard of. Right. That's what they want to hear, and that's why they want Gucci in this battle. Because they feel like if he plays Lemonade, the shit that you heard him for, that's all I'm saying.
I
and
get
I
it,
don't
but
think
then-
that's what he was gonna. That's the bag he's gonna come out of. I think he's gonna be coming out of his mixtape bag mostly.
I don't.
can
and I'm
agree
not
with
even. I'm not the biggest Gucci fan.
The reason being, I don't know that because the new Gucci isn't that anymore.
if
He's not
He
that
can't
anymore.
play any
but
of
the
that.
streets didn't
I'm not
want the
saying-
new Gucci. They was asking for the old Gucci versus
he
Jeezy.
just said it. He literally just said
What?
if he play anything with the abs, then he over. So anything that he can play gotta be the
Gotta
old
be
Gucci,
old
that
Gucci.
you just said that people don't like.
And that's come on,
think
man, that's
I
what
think-
they know him.
Me personally, I do just think that because of the stage of this battle, he plays something new.
I
Or
feel-
new
Play
work.
something
I feel
new.
what
And
you,
that's my point.
I
That's
feel
all.
I feel what you're saying, but if
Like maybe he shouldn't, maybe he should not. But I just think that this is such of a grand scheme of a battle. You can't just play Southern trap club
But
music.
I think you can because this is what they wanted. They wanted the battle of the trap. They literally wanted that.
But
We'll see.
but the
Neither
only
one of
thing
them got
about
new
that,
music right now that's relevant. Like
I
that's
agree. I agree.
right.
I
So
agree.
what else they
Gucci
gonna
might
play?
go into more.
Lemon.
Gucci might go into more of a business aspect because I don't know how much of his stuff is streamable. Gucci.
Oh, it's on there.
It's on there. You just said I
There's
know
a
you
lot
had-
of mixtapes.
If you can
though.
get Chicken Talk on there, it's on there.
Is Chicken Talk, can you put that up on
He
your
probably got
Apple
all the masters of his shit.
Yep, I
Okay.
just
So
I
he
just
probably
did
can put
in
it
the
on
car.
there. Yeah.
For
Okay, cool.
research purposes. Yep, sure can.
So
Because
me,
that's really
I'm
what this
taking
verse
Jeezy.
is
That
for.
song that I just played was off of a
a
mixtape.
mixtape, right? But I'm taking Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? I know you picked.
Do
Right.
you think that?
I got
do you-
Jeezy
but-
too.
But do
I'm
you think
taking
that? I got Jeezy, of course. I got Jeezy big time. But do you think that plays into their ego?
What that?
That you can only play your old music to win this battle.
No,
I don't,
I just hope they ain't in the same.
as a
I mean, it's saying
As
like,
looking
if,
at-
if I made some music last week, I'm gonna be like, I could play this shit on my verses.
I don't think that they're gonna think
I
like
don't
that.
think they ain't gonna go.
I think
that
they know
far.
exactly what their music is.
Right.
They know that the music that they dropped last week, they're older. They know that that's not it. They know exactly what they shit is. And we're gonna definitely get Trap or Die. You definitely gonna get Chicken Talk. You definitely gonna get Bricks.
Lemon.
All white bricks.
You're
You
not
gonna
gonna
get
get
all
Lemon?
that shit. You probably will get Lemon. But if he play it like his fans say, people that you don't really agree with, they saying that ain't where he need to go.
Then them streams gonna go out the roof on Apple Music.
And
It always
that's
is
what it's for.
for the old shit.
Right.
Lemon.
For the old shit.
Lemon.
If you go back and
Because
look,
think
all
about
that
it.
shit on there.
Some
right
of
now.
them niggas who you saying in New York, they probably only know him at Lemon. They may not know Pounds in the trash can, Gucci do the dishes. They might be like, oh damn,
Who play?
Let me go listen to that.
Who play? What's they song together?
So icy.
So icy.
Nobody. I don't even think they
I
gonna
don't
play
think
that
they
shit.
play that.
I don't even think they gonna play it.
They can't.
I wouldn't. They don't need to.
Do you? Okay,
Tell you.
let's hit the big bird in the room or whatever it's called. Do you think they're cordial?
No.
Like I said, I don't know if
I never would have thought we would have got this.
Yeah.
Right.
To be honest with you.
because
If they're in
initially
the
he
same
said no.
place, I think it's eyes front, mister. The whole time.
That's too long to just.
They ain't gonna be
sitting there.
dabbing
You ain't
each
gonna.
other
You
up.
definitely ain't gonna get the vibe that you got.
Niggas
like
ain't
Rick
gonna be
Ross and,
rocking to other
2
niggas'
Chainz. You ain't getting
songs.
that.
I think it's gonna be very tense. I think this is gonna be one of the worst verses that we've had.
Or best.
Worse?
Or best.
I don't think so.
Worse or
I don't
best.
think. I don't think.
I don't think it's gonna be the worst.
I think.
I just don't know if they're
I
gonna
think
be
they're
in the
too
same
old.
room.
I think they're too old to
be
and too
that.
mature to
Trick
to
themselves.
go up
out
there
of
and
the spot.
start. Let me fight them. Let me shoot them.
Right.
Let me you know what I'm saying. So like I think it's just gonna be let's play your music and get the fuck out of here.
I think it's gonna
I
be
think the music's gonna be great for a while, and Jeezy gonna run away.
I think
I
it's
don't see it being that good.
Do
I think
anybody
it's-
play a diss track?
I think no. Well, I don't know. I think it's gonna be worse as far as camaraderie. It's gonna be the worst. It's gonna be the worst as far as camaraderie. But as far as a battle, I think it's maybe the best because
I don't
they're
know,
actually
man.
battling. They actually
Y'all watch football
battling.
games every week. With
That's
niggas
what I was
don't
just about to
like
say. I don't know, man.
yeah.
That's good in sports, but this
This
verse
is
a
sport.
sport to them.
Rapping is a sport.
Man.
Gucci got to play whatever song when he was like, your man got shot, you're active all of a sudden.
He can't play
Oh,
that.
you
I just
got-
don't
you
think.
You got to.
I don't think.
I don't know.
He
I don't know
can't
if
play
he
that,
played
man.
that.
That's
I'm
just-
saying that's no.
disrespectful to me.
They got a lot of disrespectful music to each other.
That's
is
like
true.
Ray J and fucking Kanye and some shit, and he play I Hit It First. No, man, you can't play
Yeah,
that.
and then Kanye need to stop that,
That-
nigga.
exactly my point. That's why
They
that can't
might get the fight.
That's
Then
why
it's
I
gonna
can't-
be the old time.
But that's why it can't happen. That's exactly why it can't happen.
Some of their diss tracks is on
Gucci is about
classic
6'3",
songs.
6'4", ain't it?
Yeah, man. I don't think they're gonna play none of the diss tracks.
Yeah,
They got
me
too much heat.
Me either.
It
They got
messes-
too much heat collectively.
That song,
it
Stop
mess-
was just playing. Does Gucci not play that song?
No, that's a
No.
diss
I don't
track.
think so.
No.
That's the one in the video. He in like the
Look,
in the
look.
backseat of the car.
You got to look at it
Yeah,
bigger than that.
I
man.
played
It's
that
bigger
to
than
set the tone.
Yeah,
but-
it's big. It's bigger than that, man. Like you're with Apple Music, they're gonna have something in place. Y'all cannot do this bullshit now,
Right.
or this fucks up all of.
And I
Versus.
feel like new Gucci, his mindset, new Jeezy, where he at in his
Right.
mindset, they trying to get to.
They
the
trying to get
bag,
money.
man. They trying to boss up, man. They ain't
Right.
got.
Apple
We
Music.
had years of beef. We had all of that shit.
Right.
Nothing like we're in a good place now. I'm starting this new 1017. This is a perfect platform to highlight that shit.
Right.
You got your things going on. This is a perfect platform to highlight it. Let's act like bosses and move forward.
Imagine if Apple came to them, hey man, y'all get $20 million apiece, $10 more million for the person who wins. Just don't have no bullshit. You think them niggas going to that bullshit?
I'ma sit
Question,
in there and be like, all right.
Yeah, right. I ain't gonna, fuck them diss
question.
track.
You know, we can get out of here if you want to, but is there conversation in between songs?
It's gotta be commentary.
I don't think it has to be. They not friends.
I get
But
that.
you don't have
But
to have a
you don't-
commentary
right.
about that person.
Right,
You
can
can
just
be like,
be like,
man,
I
I remember when I
played-
made this
I'm
song,
finna
I
the
was
next
locked
plane,
up.
right.
Okay,
in
then
the
that
trenches.
yes. But as far
Do
as
you
back
think
and,
we even get that?
back and forth,
I
no,
think so.
yeah. Jesus is a talker. Jeezy,
I think
Jesus is a
Gucci
talker.
gonna tell
Gucci
you
is, and Gucci's a shit talker,
Right.
even more. So you know, I think so.
So if a nigga start talking shit to you, that's just like a nigga busting your ass on the basketball court. I'm finna hit this nigga with this. You can't guard me. I think that's gonna be the vibe of it. But I think it's gonna be cool.
We'll see. Thursday. Well, all eyes will be on the stage. I think this is gonna be a very big versus. So we'll see how it goes.
but it's fucked up. They got Tip out of there like that though.
I mean, it's what the people wanted.
Right.
I thought that was a bad matchup for Tip.
For Tip, globally,
I'm a firm believer that he has the better overall catalog than Jeezy. But song for song, it's tough to go against Jeezy.
you find out.
He really should have went. I mean, he really. I would have much rather him be like 50 Cent. I thought that would have been super.
T.I. and 50.
T.I. and 50. I think that's the battle, and hopefully that's what they're trying to set up behind it. Because it's going to show
which
that
one-
a Southern rapper can beat a North, you know what I'm saying, rapper.
Which one gets more attention, Gucci, Jeezy, or T.I. 50?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, I think it's
equally.
about
Pick
the
one.
same.
Pick one more. Some got to win.
We in the South. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna watch both regardless.
Me too.
I don't
Then I
think.
think.
But you'll have
Then
the-
I say
you'll have the
Ti. Then I
northern-
say Ti Jeezy.
Right.
Because
No,
because
I'm saying T.I. 50 or Jeezy Gucci.
Ti and 50 there.
Yeah,
because
you got the northern
the
region
north
out there.
and south. Whereas like some people
Up
north
north ain't
may
gonna
not
listen
want
to
to
that
watch this shit. Like I ain't like neither one of them non-lyrical ass niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, if you put it like that.
Facts.
2 Chainz drop. It was
Yeah.
a busy week in music.
Albums.
On Friday. So help me God. 2 Chainz
So
drop.
help me God.
Did anybody get a chance? Did y'all get a chance to listen to it? And if so, what y'all thought about it?
I thought it was solid. Very solid. I want to say, what is it? The fuck, the song with him and Kanye. I don't know the name of it, but as much as I hate Kanye, but that shit jamming. That shit is jamming.
Kanye is great at what he does as far as
That shit
music,
jamming.
as far as music goes. It's just that all of that other shit is just a little weird to me.
I'm gonna be honest. As soon as Kanye started rapping, I turned that shit off.
I understand it.
I ain't even
but,
lying.
understand that.
But I was looking at the not just his verse, but the whole
Right.
concept of the song itself. For me, that was pretty cool. But for me, I never thought I would have said this shit. But the best song to me
Feel away.
was the one with him and Young Boy, NBA Young Boy, that Saved Me song.
No, that is one of the
That was
dopest
dope.
songs.
Yeah, it was
I
a
like that
dope-ass song.
Vampire a lot.
Yeah, the Vampire is my second favorite.
Yeah.
NBA Young Boy. I might have to look at-
Like you said, YRB, Rick Ross went crazy.
Hey, I have a fucking dilemma, guys. What do I do? My daughter came to me requesting NBA Young Boy music. What do I do?
Play it.
Play it. What you mean?
That nigga say all kind of reckless shit. She 12.
They got the edit.
If she know who NBA Youngboy is, she's listening to it on her own.
What you were
anyway.
listening to at 12?
Ghetto
Shit, I was
Boys
listening
shit,
to
bro.
Tupac.
Yeah.
You don't want to listen to Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, my
Your
stepdaddy was on Ghetto
unsouthern
Boys,
rap
so I was on
music.
Ghetto Boys.
You ain't never heard. You heard pockets of a song.
Man, you
songs
gonna
over
get
here.
over being wrong one day on that little tape. One of these days, you gonna get tired of saying it.
So overall, 2 Chainz was dope.
Yeah, 2 Chainz.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
I
pretty
think
cool. It's pretty
I think it
solid.
was solid.
I don't know how much I'm gonna go back to
You're not.
it, but you know, I
but it's
might take
okay.
a few
But
in
it's
there.
that don't take away from that it was a solid album.
Yeah.
But I'm like you. I don't really go back to 2 Chainz.
But-
It was a solid album, and I liked his rollout. I liked his interviews on different platforms. So that mean more to me now than
And I listened to him on the Breakfast Club, and it was just like majority of these songs are based on quarantine. But then I'm just like, some of them don't sound like.
I like
quarantine.
his shit talking when he was like, because he did the interview in the car. He was like, yeah, my daughter in there watching Netflix, and I'm on 100 acres, so the Wi-Fi be kind of spotty. That's the 2 Chainz that what I'm saying. Like,
But that is one thing I do like him for. He's a super shit talker, and I like that. I fucks with that.
Future and Uzi Vert.
Bummer.
Baby Pluto.
Not gonna happen.
Pluto versus Baby Pluto.
It wasn't for me. It wasn't what I wanted, and I thought it would be good for the gym. But once I got to the gym, I was like, I don't want to listen to that. And I actually turned 2 Chainz on. We listened to 2 Chainz that day. I give it another shot in the gym. I actually gave it another shot once I got home just to try to listen to it, but it's tough, man, because like I said this past week, I had to talk with myself that I'm trying to not be negative again towards anything anyone does. Because for
what
me,
conclusion y'all came up with?
we came up with that we shouldn't be negative towards anything anyone does. And if that's what Uzi and fucking Future want to make, then let them make it. It ain't. I can say it ain't for me and that be respected, but I don't have to bash it either.
I can respect your growth. I can, because that's not change. That's growth. I'm just gonna say it.
That's not a difference.
That-
Is that not the same thing? I
Why
mean?
you don't never acknowledge
Change
my
and growth is different.
Okay. Change and growth. Because change could be bad.
Because change could be bad. Name something that you changed that wasn't bad.
You confusing me now.
Names when you change something about yourself. Name something that you've changed about you that wasn't bad.
I can if I just want to name something, I can. Like I went from not arguing with my wife to just arguing with her. That would be bad.
You set yourself up.
Going to Hooter, you right. I did. That's my fault. But no, what I'm saying to you is,
Came up with it. I got him.
no.
But I can see-
but you see what he came up with, right?
But no,
he
no,
went
no.
from not
You
arguing
actually
with
should
her
have went
to-
with growth.
Right.
not
You
change.
went against your own point. If you would have said growth, then I wouldn't have been able to say something like that.
I said you grew. I said you've grown.
But you
Hooter.
also asked me, name something that's changed that was bad.
But you can grow into hatred.
You can't.
I've grown to hate that shit.
Well, I guess you could say that's what happened with this Lil Uzi Vert and Future shit.
You grown to hate it.
Look, I have never heard something so bad ever.
Not even a Gucci album?
Boy, that shit is disgusting. Like I'm telling you, I don't like one song. Not a one.
I can
Yeah, but-
honestly say I don't see one that sticks out for me either.
But
It's
the thing
terrible.
is, Future been trash for about 5 years.
I wouldn't say
Well, I ain't gonna go that far, but this.
Yeah.
How far you
here-
go back?
I disagree.
I'ma say this
and,
one.
And shit.
I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say this one.
What's his last good project?
I like this.
the last one. I like the last
let me
one,
look
too.
it up.
I mean, all y'all said that y'all didn't like it. I liked it. I was cool with it. Like, to me, it it was cool. It was decent. It was what I expect. I wouldn't go out and be like, oh, it's the album of the year or no shit like that, or it was revolutionary or it changed something. But it was what I expect from Future and Uzi. It's exactly what I expected from them.
Is it what it should be because of the title? Pluto, supposed to be out of this world, something a little different, something.
It was exactly what I expected from him and Uzi, and I like the beats was beats was dope. They were jamming.
Right?
The beats was jamming like always. I
What
liked
was the last one.
The last one before that was High Off Life. He dropped that one.
I liked High Off Life. Was the Purple album or whatever?
Yeah, Purple.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I like that one.
I get what Future was doing though. He was going to get Uzi crowd.
Does a collab with somebody? Is it underwhelming?
No, him and Drake was amazing to me.
Yeah.
What a time to be
Amazing.
alive. What a
Yes.
time to be
Yeah,
alive.
time to be
Hell yeah,
alive.
what a time to be alive. That shit there, boy.
Not saying it wasn't extra live. At the time,
No, it was
this
just
is at the height of both of their
stop,
careers.
stop. What was your initial question?
Is it underwhelming?
No,
So
Did
you
no,
can't.
no. I'm asking. At the time, did you expect more from a Future and Drake album?
No,
that shit was
that shit
live.
was when it came out. I was on my way to New Orleans and I jammed it 4.5 hours.
Still
there.
right now, if you turn it on,
shit
like
jam.
there's about 10 songs on that bitch that's hard.
Yeah, that shit jamming, yo.
I liked it.
Yeah, man, y'all nigga tripping.
No, don't
I
say
just-
y'all.
no,
Don't say
y'all.
y'all. No,
You gonna like that, y'all? Niggas, nah, that was a question. Nah, don't try to. He tried to hide behind. I'm asking the question. Now you felt like that. You thought it was overwhelming. What do you think? Was it overwhelming?
It was underwhelming.
Okay, so you wasn't asking a question, nigga. Stop playing.
I did. I
Kodak,
asked the
you
question.
got Kodak.
Black youngster, fuck everybody 3.
Oh,
I ain't know he came out.
I
with
ain't know he
something,
dropped
though. I
something.
thought he just was signing niggas throwing money.
No, he dropped something.
I need to hear
He
it.
dropped the whole album.
I fuck with y'all.
well,
Never listened
that'll be
to
on the
his
next week because
album.
I didn't
I
get to
listened
listen
to
to it either.
I fuck
And
with
I don't listen
It
to
was-
it, but I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, it was.
probably
Same
pretty
thing
solid.
Same
I
thing.
expect from him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Youngster rap a lot better than people give him credit.
he getting a
He
lot.
does.
He way better, I think, personally, than what people give him. So, but
take y'all word
yeah,
for
if
it.
y'all don't
I'ma
get a
listen
chance,
to it.
go check it out.
You listen to
And then
Kodak?
Bill Israel.
Young Bill.
Man, fuck Kodak.
Damn. You still mad about the Nipsey stuff?
I mean, that ain't his only fuck up, and he don't make good music anymore. You can fuck up when you put down bankers, but if you,
It was cool. For me, it was cool. I'm not gonna hold it against him. He in jail. You know what I'm saying? So he probably can't be as hands on and do everything he wants.
I think
to
that's
do,
an
but
achievement in itself that you make an album from jail and it comes out sounding good.
He
Who
made it
was
from
that?
jail, or did he have it already?
Well, he probably had it
recorded?
packaged
Yeah, he
and put
probably
together,
had
but
it
you know,
practiced, but he was in jail when it
yeah,
came out.
you know, still.
oh well, I mean, it's a Mobile artist, so people. But C9 was like he recorded an album right before he went to jail, but put it out when he was in jail to make it seem like he was recording an album.
Boy, but you can hear it. You can hear the telephone
I
sound.
know a
and
nigga
shit,
not
you
in
know.
jail making an album.
Like nothing on Kodak album sounds like he's talking over a telephone. So
Right.
you know, I get it. But, you know, the Super Bowl, the Weeknd's performing. Y'all care?
Not unless
Nah.
he gonna do balloon or house balloons. What's that shit called?
You know he gonna do the pop shit. You know what he gonna do.
Nah.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
You know what he gonna do. Okay.
Goody Mob dropped the album too. Y'all listen to that?
Yep, Survivor Kit.
Yep.
Not yet.
Only thing I heard was that song with Andre 3000. And
Man, let me tell you.
Andre 3000
That boy ain't
went
lost.
crazy on it.
I
lost.
didn't listen to it because when I saw Can't Get Right putting it in, or when I saw putting it in that song for song, I was just thinking old Goody Mob. I wasn't thinking a new Goody Mob album came out, so I need to check it out.
Yeah.
I check it out.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Goody
The man.
Mob.
The Andre 3000.
Yeah. Like,
So
the
was
rest
that
of
based
it,
on?
What?
Remember we put a clip in a group not too long ago when they was asking, do you think that Andre 3000 makes more music? It was one of the Goody Mob niggas. Which one was it? Do you
Big
think?
Gip.
Yeah, Big Gip. He spoke on it.
on the A5 South.
Was that recent?
Yeah, that was recent.
That was
Yeah, that was
recent.
So he said all of that knowing that this was coming out.
Maybe that was why
Maybe.
he was asking him
That's why
because
he asked him.
they got the feature. You know what I'm saying? He was probably just asking like how you know.
But I mean, like they grew up together, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I wish you would tell me you ain't gonna do something for me, and I've been knowing your ass 20 plus years.
What if I just don't want to do that though?
Nah, fuck off.
That ain't cool.
Yes, it is.
That's one sided.
No, because I do it for you.
That nigga friendship
I look at
one-sided.
And you a rapper.
But I wouldn't
That's what I
actually-
hate about Andre.
But I wouldn't-
Nigga, you're great. You're the top 1% of people in this world that can rap the way that you can rap.
I get it. But
And
then I
you
also-
and the thing that you don't want to do is rap. I get that too.
right.
I've
You've
rapped
done
for
it so long.
2,000 years.
but you're still great at it.
So
So that don't
Selfishly enough.
That's like Jordan
why.
still being able to score
Real
40
crazy.
points a game.
Yeah, but when he was with the Wizards, he dropped 54, and then everybody was like, Jordan need to retire. He old, he washed up, he losing it. Y'all saying the same thing about Tom Brady. Some people saying he need to retire.
Kobe scored
Same thing with
how many?
Breeze.
63 or something in his last
The
game.
last game.
63. Last game.
Man, y'all know they was that man score. I don't want to talk about the dead.
I ain't gonna say they were gonna let him score because
Yeah, I
Jalen
ain't
Rose
never known
said
about
Jalen
letting
Rose
you score
Jalen
and
Rose
lose.
like nah.
Oh no, when he gave Jada Rose, he ain't let shit fly. He gave him all them 83 or whatever it was.
But I'm gonna check that out though. Definitely gonna check.
Yeah,
that out.
give
Hey,
it a shot.
I don't know if y'all saw this too, man, but the late King Von, he owned all of his masters to his music.
Going to his
did see
family.
and it's going
That's
to his
dope.
kids.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's super dope.
Yep.
So
I've
go
been
stream
trying to, because I wasn't a King Von. I had heard about him, but I didn't. I'm not the most music person, y'all know that.
Yeah.
But since his passing, I've been trying to kind of stream his stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I don't know what goes to him, but something. So
Yeah,
I have
man.
to try.
Listening to his music and looking at, I was looking on YouTube, looking at interview on Civil TV, and it was like "Welcome to O Block" or something of that nature. Man, he was a real cool, calm, humble dude, man. And you'd have never thought that listening to his music.
Shit,
I'm glad- I'm
most
actually-
real deal thugs are. Them niggas that be with that rah-rah shit be on there.
I don't know, Black Youngster or Maniac.
Yeah, I still to Todd know this. I still struggle with
Yeah.
Von because I
Every
liked his
single
music.
day.
I liked his interviews.
Right.
I just liked him. I just thought that he had so much potential and so much growth could still come from him. And I don't think he even touched the tip of where he was
Right.
finna go with his music. So, but you said about Von owning his masters.
Right.
I want to say rest in peace to Mo 3.
Yeah, Mo 3.
Dallas, Texas artist was shot and killed
on the interstate.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Was it? It was Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
One day this week. Days run together.
But yeah, man, I just thought that there was he owned his master.
He owned his
too.
masters in the same thing. Goes to his kids as well.
I think they both was on Empire, but it's just and then coming off Mo 3, him and Boosie was really good friends. We saw Boosie was shot at and allegedly shot in the leg. We still don't know what the true story of that is. Who did talked about Benny the Butcher being shot at?
Is it a war against rappers or some shit?
That's what I wanted to try to get to. Like, is it? We see some, and most of these guys are young black men. Like, is it tough for them to be in the position that they're in? Are they easy targets, or like we just see so much? And to me, it's sad to see because here are people trying to make a way for their family,
Right.
make a way for their friends and their communities, and they believe it or not, whether people want to see it this way or not, but these people are changing lives of 20 and 30 different individuals who are giving them jobs and giving them a better outlook of life and taking them out of places that were, in a sense, desolate and putting them in positions to get more than what they may have had there. And these people are getting shot. And to Mo 3 and Von, they died at early ages. The people who are committing these crimes are young and throwing their life away early. Oftentimes, the guy who allegedly who they arrested for King Von's death was 22 years old.
Life gone.
Life gone. If found convicted. So, what are y'all thoughts on the way we see? I know for us, this is something we have seen all too much, in our community, and I just wanted y'all thoughts on it.
Man, it's the internet. Like, we see police killers, and that has kind of got normalized. We see each other killing us, and that's got normalized. I mean, truth be told, next week we're not gonna talk about any of them two young brothers again, because it might be somebody else that's getting shot.
Yeah.
And it's just our culture, and it's just that, like with the Boosie situation, because I don't know about Mo 3 and the King Von, because that could have been some beef shit. But the Boosie, it seemed like it was a robbery. Like, damn, why you got to go like rob that man and shoot at him and try to take from him?
They say the same thing about the Benny the Butcher. It was an attempted robbery. Five
So,
niggas pulled
like,
up in the
I
car.
mean, we just don't value. And then, what you really gonna get from him at the time? Some chains that
Maybe.
you really can't sell.
Well, maybe because sometimes, and I don't like to pick something like it's crazy that I would say, but yeah, maybe because maybe that chain is $20,000, And if for people like we talked before, these people out here hurting, man. So 20 grand can go far.
Yeah, but that 20 grand gonna put a target on you and your whole
it is, but
being.
as a 21-year-old, are you thinking like that?
No.
Right.
Are you thinking like that?
And we saw Chicago rapper Polo G. He was real cool with King Von, up and coming artist. He said that we're living in an era where toxic fans play a big part in instigating
That's
and
what it was.
escalating
I was
beef.
looking for that.
He said that while you're sitting safely in your crib hyping shit up and hyping niggas really willing to die behind their respect, and mothers that's gonna struggle with smiling because they've lost a son.
I agree.
Because the guy that King Von was supposedly fighting with, I know I'm gonna fuck up his name, but
Quando
Rondo. Little what's the Chicago nigga on the Drake song? Lil Durk. His next show in Atlanta.
bought all the tickets.
So what you thought was gonna happen when you went there? So it never stops. So you just keep going in a circle
I don't
of
know.
bullshit.
I don't know how true that part of it is.
Yeah, I don't know about none of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I just think right now, the way it's going is like niggas living in the wild, wild west. Like it just
right.
It's no fighting. I'm going to shoot. That's just that.
And with the King Von shit, man, them niggas was just fighting. Let that shit play out. Why you got to bring gunplay into
And like he said, that internet shit, man, because you can't lose the fight and the world see it. Your fan base gone.
Them niggas was still fighting, standing up. Nobody had lost. They
Right,
was
but
really
what I'm
just
saying to you
tussling with each
is,
other.
but if the world sees that video and they see the fight didn't go your way,
I don't believe that no
they're
more.
not listening to your
I
music.
don't believe that no
if
more.
both parties
believe
would have
what?
jumped in and broke them niggas up, nobody loses.
You don't believe
I'm
what?
not that. Now that's what I'm on.
'Cause
Break the fight up.
I didn't see a punch
You know what
thrown. Them niggas were really
I don't
tussling
think that.
with each other.
I think that in this day and age, that because you lose a fight on the internet, your career is over. And the reason why I say that, and it's crazy. I was just listening to that shit today, listening to Young Berg on fucking Drink Champs, and if you can remember when he was Young Berg as a rapper, he was hated like a motherfucker.
Niggas
Wow.
got snapping him.
Got everything,
Wow.
and then he started making beats and got hot again, and now the world loves him. So
I just-
it
The
I mean,
biggest,
my
the,
bigger
the biggest
picture-
hip hop podcast, Joe Budden. Like the Wu-Tang niggas ran up on him. And
he
punched
always
him
talk
in the
about he
face.
got beat up. And,
I mean, bigger picture, man. Regardless of what people got going on and different beefs and sex and all that shit. Why do we keep finding ourselves in a position where it's so easy for us to take a life? Like why in our community, in some instances where it's just so easy, the value of life has been downgraded so bad that it's just easy to take a life.
That's why I could never answer that question. That's why, as much as y'all tell me I need a gun, I haven't went and got one.
Right.
I don't know. So I don't know.
It's
because you feel as though you're not
I'ma have to
leading
be-
a life to where you need a gun.
That, and even sometimes I even think weirdly, like I know people say this, but even sometimes I think that even if I have to use a gun, do I really want to do that shit?
But more so than anything too, like
I know you need it for protection.
I
But
know there's a lot of different situations. I don't want to be naive. I know there's a lot of different
Right.
situations where people get into and they do what they feel like they need to do.
Right.
But I also feel like, in a sense, is it a sense that like not only do you not value that person's life, you really don't value your life because
Right.
You fucked
you're
up.
willing to go to jail behind a
Another
chain or
fight.
you willing to go to jail and throw your life away and be away from your family and kids behind something so minuscule.
And for me, I value my life so much that I don't have a gun because I don't want to know what has to happen after I shoot a nigga. Like,
But-
how do I live? How do I go through what happens to
But-
me mentally and shit?
But I mean, but also I think we have to blame ourselves a little bit because that's looked at maybe not as much now, but we're older. But as in our 20s, who most of these kids, because that's what they are, we're talking about their age group. Like if a nigga had a nickname Killer, that was a cool nickname. You know what I'm saying? Or that nigga don't play the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that
but-
nigga don't play. Or that nigga got bodies.
But I could be
That was a
killer.
respect issue.
I could be killer because I hit niggas hard at the park.
But also, you also respected niggas that.
But also,
Played
for me,
that way.
it wouldn't have been that way because even then, as that 26-year-old crazy kid, I didn't have a gun. Still.
26. I mean, but we talking about
Well,
21, 22 years old.
and
That
that's
too.
that,
That
and,
too.
and that's the thing that I say because we
That
saw
too.
some different comments that were said this week, and I'm not saying where, but you saw some different comments that was said, and I feel like they was kind of a little out of touch simply because it removed the the thought process of being that young kid.
And I've been that
Because
young
like
kid.
as somebody you said that didn't have a gun, I did.
Yeah.
And
And I don't blame
I
you
was
either
real
way.
close for a slip away from bad decisions. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like I was a robber or no shit like that. But in a blink of an eye, it could have been a horrible
shot somebody.
decision made because of some stupid shit. And when I think about it, it would have been over nothing.
And honestly, stupid decisions.
And that's
were
what I wanna
made
avoid.
with that. You see what I'm saying? Like it just so happened to be lucky enough
Fortunate,
to,
yep.
you know what I'm saying, made it through that.
Now, Hood, I don't think you would make a bad decision. It's really gonna be.
I don't know.
It's either my life or his life.
Like food, like honestly, I don't get mad much. Cause when I do, I go crazy. So
Like when you punched me earlier.
Yeah, when you bite your lip and you throw the punch.
No, but I see what you're
that
saying.
mean
Like
it was
if you have
forceful.
if you have a gun, the instance of that Walmart situation that you had, does
I
that
might have shot
make
him.
you? Does that make you like nigga don't move? You know what I'm saying? And he
Right.
charge at you, and then for you know it,
Bah.
bam.
Pow.
And instead of getting hit, like it's just all sad, man.
Right.
I just hate to see the gun violence, man. Not only just in our community, to the people who lose their lives every day or get shot every day. You know, even the artists and things like that. You know, it's just sad, man. I just wish we get to a point. I don't know what changes it or how we change it, but I just know that there's something that needs to be done.
Are things getting worse?
Yes.
I don't think that they're getting worse. I think we're seeing it more often. Like and that's another thing. Now we're seeing where people's most vulnerable moment or their most horrific moment is captured on camera. It's gonna be some kind of a surveillance camera, some kind of a news camera, and that shit's sick. We
'Cause I
saw
could-
shit all week where shit was just sick, just disgusting shit that we saw on the internet that shouldn't be for people's eyes.
Like-
that was one of the things that I was scared about my child getting on the internet because I know you can log on the internet and see somebody die at any point.
Right.
Like that.
Yep.
And that's what I think about me as a kid. I ain't seen too many rappers getting shot in Houston as a kid. Like, I
Right.
ain't know about that. I couldn't see their video or see their
Tupac,
body.
Biggie, I didn't see either one of them.
Right.
Right. But you
And
know
those
shit.
are two
But
rappers.
and that's why I say like, is it getting worse? I think crime overall is down. Violent crime overall is
think
down.
about that, 'cause
Right
New
now we're
Orleans
in a
was
surge, but overall it's still compared to where it was in the
was
80s and 90s is way down. But I think just what's happening now is you're seeing every
Seeing it.
single thing
Right.
that happens
like you say,
to people.
it's the fact that you're seeing it. Because, going back to, 92, Rodney King was only a thing because it was on video.
Right.
That same shit
Happen
happened
a lot of times.
all the time.
Yep.
The shit the Ghetto Boys and Ice Cube and NWA was always talking about, you knew that. But it was just because it was on video. But now, everything is on video. As soon as something happens, somebody's going to say in our group, I'm going to wait till the video come out. Because you know it's a video of it somewhere.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. It's just sad, man. Rest in peace to Mo3. I hope Booster get well, man. Rest in peace to King Von. I know his funeral was this past weekend. Just tragic, sad, all together. So
Stop shooting people, man. Keep your guns to yourself, man. I don't want to listen to Can't Get Right rap. All right, man, let's go and move on to the wide world of sports, which ain't very much so wide because a lot of shit is getting canceled because of the Rona.
Go Gators.
Did y'all used to watch that show on ABC? The Wide World of Sports?
The wild world, ain't that the wide world? I thought that was like ESPN's model or some shit.
No, it used to be a show on ABC.
Go
Also
Gators.
ESPN and all that shit.
Nah, I ain't never watched that one though. But let's just talk about the state of sports right now. A lot of games are getting canceled. People are catching COVID all over. Mainly the SEC canceled 4 or 5 games this weekend, and all they have is 5 or 6 games a whole weekend anyway. Are they being smart by still playing football? Because we know, like, backstory, we know the Ivy League, which are the smart people, before the football season started, like for real, before the football season
They
started,
been said,
they
yeah.
canceled football. Now, before basketball season gets started, the Ivy League cancels basketball. And I'm looking at it like we're still down here catching COVID, basically. So are we doing the right thing by trying to find a way to go?
everybody other than the Ivy League still playing.
They are.
So
and canceling
So
and getting sick.
West Coast, East Coast, and I think the Ivy League's not making their money and their bones off of
Tuition.
playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and I hate to say it like that, but let's be let's
be
be
honest.
clear. It's a business decision.
It is.
And a lot of people are trying to play. Is it smart? It remains to be seen because I think what happened was a lot of time when the SEC started and all those other people weren't playing, they saw how well it was going for the SEC. It was 4 or 5 weeks with no problems.
Right.
And so now you starting to see the problems. And so, I think the Big Ten looked at the SEC them first 3 weeks and like, damn, we could be playing.
So how do you think they feel now, though? The Big Ten, they still feel that same way, or like, damn, are we
I think they
tripping?
feel like
I
that.
think they still feel like
Right, because if
collecting
you
that
catch
revenue.
it, like
We in
3 or
it
4
now.
players that
And,
can't play, just sit them. We'll just go ahead and make this money and play all
And
game.
another thing about that, also, are more schools making more money off of sports anyway? Because I know we always talked about how many programs actually make money. So are more
No way they
programs-
making more.
No, they're not making
making
more.
Well, not
more.
more, just making money. Period.
I
Well,
think
they making
are.
money, but everybody lose. They're bleeding right now.
Yeah, they are. But
Yes.
I'm telling you, did you? Well,
So
I
would
was
they
at
be
your house
bleeding?
and we seen that Florida Arkansas game, right? Mm-hmm. They were in that bitch. They went to the game yesterday.
That's Florida or
Yeah,
Arkansas.
but they
We
still
know.
not in there like they would be in.
Yeah,
This
they-
is true, but it's Arkansas. That's not even a big game, and they went. You know what I'm saying? So
they just wanted
them
something. to
niggas
do.
just wanted to go, and you know what I'm saying. They let them in.
Man, people just want to be out. So that's
This is
what-
very
when
true,
we-
too.
That go back to that. You're talking about shutdown.
I hate it and I love it. I love it because I love to watch sports, but I hate it for the simple fact that I feel like they're doing it just to make money, and I feel like they can take a year off and still be okay.
But you know what?
The institutions.
But you know what? This Saturday, I mean, it was because I wasn't going to do it anyway. But I probably would be on my phone more. But I was like, I got with my wife and was like, all right, we can go do the stuff you've been asking to do. So we did this.
So you listened?
No,
No.
hell no.
Oh damn!
Why would I
Never mind.
listen?
I fucked that. Then I tried another lob that he slapped in the fucking
Yeah, why
stands.
the fuck would I listen?
Stop lobbing it.
I'm trying to help him, man. I like to help.
But because it wasn't any major games for real, I was like, hey,
it was easy to go
let's
do some
spend
shit.
it. Yes, it's easy to do. So that kind of makes it better.
Damn.
Because that game that you spent 3 hours watching,
Could have been
in
doing
the
something.
grand scheme of things,
Don't mean shit.
you forgot about it the next week.
Day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
NFL on. You know what I'm saying? You'd have forgot who the fuck Florida, well, unless you were a fan, of course, of your team. But some regular SEC game or big game, you don't give a fuck about that shit.
but we all said this before it even started. Like, if you're trying to do what the NBA has done, like, it's easier for the NBA.
Yeah, they
made
can put
in a-
20
in a
teams in the
whole-
bubble.
Yeah, they put
If
a
that.
whole team like in a resort and had them comfortable in that bit. You can't do that with football teams. Like
College-
it's 53.
College football teams at that, and it's thousands.
Thousands.
Of them.
NBA
And then
Day
you
is
got-
coming. Did y'all see when they start? They're going to allow fans, but you got to take a COVID test
Hey, that's
to
that
be
may
close
true.
to the court.
So what do you
That's
mean that
fine.
day is coming?
December 22nd.
I know,
think it's
but I get the start date is coming. But what do you mean by their day is coming?
Bruh, just because you took a COVID test on Wednesday and the game is Friday, you could have caught COVID on
Thursday.
Thursday.
I get it.
So just because, you
You
got to
think the
show me
numbers
a
gonna
negative
go up?
test, just to, to
But do
be
you
close.
Think, but do you think that affects the players more so? Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're gonna be further away.
Right.
They're not gonna be as close, and those players are gonna be tested day in day out. You know
Right.
how that goes.
yes, because
Yeah,
if,
you
if,
go to
and
die
if
for a
LeBron
ball
get
and you
COVID,
fall in the.
But
you know?
I don't think they're gonna be. They can't have them that close. That just makes no sense.
I don't know. They just said if you want to be close to the court, you need a COVID test.
you need
Immediately,
COVID
you need it before you walk in the goddamn.
Yeah, I don't think
door.
that shit
to be
gonna
right
be
here.
3 days behind.
To be right here, you
I
got to
don't-
take one right now, goddamn.
How
You
fast
saying that,
can
but I
it
don't know
be?
what they
But I don't
said.
know. Rapid.
Like old buddy for the
Rapid test.
in baseball, they ain't get the test till the 8th damn inning. He didn't affect it.
Whoever he gonna
20,
hold
30
you,
some
right?
play.
Whole
But
team.
if you got them courtside seats, they probably gonna put in required to be here at a certain time to have your testing for those type of seats. They may have it in place. I don't know, but I'm telling you this: football, we said collectively, it was impossible for them to do that shit.
What if they get the Elon Musk COVID test? Because he
That
said
nigga got
he said he had 4 tests. 2
4
of them was
tests, 2 of them
positive, 2 of them was
positive.
negative, all by the same doctor, same machine, same system, all within the same day.
Yeah.
I hate that he said shit like that because it makes people that are non-believers.
I don't hate that he said that because we need to know that shit. And we talked about
We
that.
just
a week
need
or two.
better testing.
We talked about
But Elon Musk, goddamn, if you can take somebody to the moon, figure out a better test.
Ain't-
He ain't lying.
Or shut the fuck up.
maybe
He like niggas that don't vote.
Yeah. I saw NCAA basketball. It's a lot of people pushing to push the date back. By the way,
Iona Coach
because they
Calipari?
said it's not
Is it
ready
Calipari?
yet.
Not
Rick
Calipari.
Pitino.
North
Pitino.
Carolina's supposed
Rick
to
Pitino.
play like next week or something. Their first game.
So we'll see how they go. Got any more sports stuff?
Nah, that was really it. We don't have any pickings because we don't know who the fuck is
Yeah, who
playing.
gonna
Who's
play?
gonna be
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
That shit crazy. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumb, some bitch.
Stupid ass dummy.
bitch.
Tommy Tuberville.
Dumber.
Bring your stupid ass to the principal's office.
Bring your ass here 3 times.
Bummerville.
Tommy Tuberville. Yes, Alabama, you elected Tommy Tuberville to the Senate. Who is about to actually be sworn in, by the way, thinks that there's 3 branches of government: the House, the Senate, and the executive. The House, the Senate, the executive. You might think that sounds right until
New
you
shit.
realize that that's
It's not, goddamn.
it's the legislative,
was 1 for
the
3.
executive,
Executive
and the judicial branch. But your senator that you sworn in, Alabama, doesn't really know the branches of government.
So therefore, you get dummy of the week.
If you
1A.
voted,
I mean 1B. I mean,
Yeah.
you who voted for him,
you voted for you.
and you who didn't vote against him,
And
also gets.
Then he been saying all kind of crazy shit with the World War II facts. He's been having that shit completely backwards about the reason in which they went to war to begin with. But yeah, congratulations to you, Alabama, for electing such an idiot to the office.
Idiot.
I don't know what that does to me. I don't give a fuck. But yeah.
Fucking idiot. We gonna find out, fool. It's gonna affect us somehow. I don't know how, but we gonna find out how.
Hey, let me ask y'all this because I may be tripping. Don't you have to be a resident of the state of Alabama?
Yes.
And he
Do you
Well,
think
you
he
gotta
was a
have
state
a
of?
You should gotta have a house here.
he gonna
Okay.
live here.
Yeah, they said that he did some little workarounds, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But for
The
that,
who's who got him right there.
Tommy Tuberville, you are the dummy of the week.
Some bitch. Let's not
Dumbass,
forget
stupid
Alabama
ass
as a state
dummy.
as a whole.
We
You
gonna be the
you guys
dummies because
in-
when it was Jeff Sessions, Obama didn't give certain contracts to Alabama. He gave it to Chicago. It was one of these airplane contracts. He gave it Boeing or somebody. It was supposed to come to Alabama. Jeff Sessions was such a fuck nigga that he said, "No, I ain't giving you that shit. Let me send it to Chicago." And so that's how that fuck us up. Like with Tuberville being
We
there.
lose jobs and shit.
Yeah. Or
Hey.
funding or
Money,
No, I don't fuck with
basically.
you.
We lose money,
yeah.
basically.
it's not his fault. He can't vote
And we don't
himself
want-
in. So
We don't
gotta
want,
get
and
that.
we
Gotta
don't
get the
want
credit to the
weed,
voters.
We don't want the fucking lottery. So
Well,
Gotta give it to him.
other than that, man, any other news and information we forgot to
Oregon
bring
got
in this time?
crack.
them niggas got
Mississippi-
crack, fool. We can't.
Mississippi got
we
weed.
can't get weed, fool. They got crack and heroin.
All,
Mississippi got casinos.
all Alabama did was change some racist
Lot
shit
of
in the
lottery.
Constitution.
Rick DeSantis trying to shoot niggas.
I
For
saw
looting.
that stupid shit.
Rick DeSantis. He's the governor, mayor, senator, something for in Florida. And what you got, Stock? I know it's Stock.
go ahead,
knows.
go
I ain't
ahead.
I
Keep
mean, let me see what it says. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis drafts anti-mob legislation to allow citizens to shoot looters and rioters. You get to shoot a looter and a rioter as a law. Do you know how many niggas gonna get shot because of that?
Because they
Black Lives Matter, pow.
Nah, how many niggas? Shit, I saw a lot of white people.
I saw a lot of
looting
white
and
people
rioting.
doing that shit. Yeah,
But I mean, we know that. But we know who's gonna lose their life more so and
Yeah.
easier.
white
you know,
people.
because white
Black
people
people.
say, oh,
White people.
oh, he was looting.
White people.
Pow.
You just blurred the line. You just
Right.
make it like nobody should be able to shoot somebody for looting and rioting.
Right.
Let the police or the authorities or whoever's supposed to do that. Don't put that in the hands of a regular citizen. That's
Who's
just
not
as
getting
simple
paid
as
to
that.
do
That's
that?
If
just
it's
stupid.
not
Right.
your personal property and they're not causing you
We just saw
harm,
that in Wisconsin.
yes,
Right.
You
But
do
it-
not have the right to shoot somebody.
but not according to Ron DeSantis. You
Right.
just have
He's
to be
a
a
fucking
you
idiot.
just have to be a citizen.
if
with
I
a
want to
gun.
run into Target and take out some TVs, you shouldn't be able to shoot me unless you're a police officer. And you still shouldn't shoot
I was just
me.
about to say you still shouldn't
apprehend
be
Unless
shot.
I'm shooting at you.
Right.
Exactly. Apprehend me. The only time you can shoot me if I'm stealing the guns.
I was gonna say, welcome back, Morris Brown. The long time
they just got
HBCU just got their accreditation back. So
Hey.
it look like they're on the rise. I remember when for UAB they was recruiting me real heavy, and I thought about it for
Morris
just
Brown.
a
What
second.
that
It's in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah. So welcome back.
dope.
Other than that, any other information?
Well,
we
fucking
forgot?
mask. Be safe, man. Protect yourselves. Protect your
Please,
family,
man.
man. I'm seeing too much of, and we always started out talking about it, and we was like, these white people crazy, they're not wearing masks. But there's a lot of us doing the same thing, man. I see
Yes,
a
sir.
lot
A lot
of
of us do.
our
Yes,
parties,
sir.
our clubs, our chilling spots,
look-
you're not wearing a mask. What
I'm starting to
fucking
think it's
mask,
about
man?
equal.
It is, man. To me, it's just people at this point. Nobody's wearing a mask. Black, white, green, blue, Mexican, nobody.
Cause I'd be like, man, look at this Trump.
Oriental.
supporter. And then I'd be like, man,
Orientals.
them Orientals fucking us
They
up.
might be the only one wearing masks. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, go buy your merch, man. That's it. Go buy your merch. We got new shit coming too, so
Got new shit coming. For you, man.
be on the lookout for that.
And
So,
Ty photo shoot coming soon.
that's right. That's right.
Well, other than
photo
that,
shoot.
we'll be back next week like we never left. Cause like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Be safe.
You be chill.
Dummy.
I'm out.